Good morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Shadows for what is live stream number 43 as we continue our Platinum Hunt. Good morning, hope the week is going well. We're back today for 3.5 hours as we continue on from Tuesday's morning stream, where we continued on with the Platinum Hunt in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Now, for the Platinum Hunt, we need to obtain every trophy in the game, and we have 5 trophies remaining. The thing that slows us down slightly is the 5 trophies remaining, 2 of them, we can't really rush along. So 2 trophies that we need. One is to collect every sumi-e, which is a legendary animal, and you can't rush those as they only appear at certain times of the seasons. We kind of got a bit overexcited last stream because we thought we'd progress into the next season to do 2 in one stream, but it didn't happen. But we have 2 more legendary animals to do seasonal ones, and then we have one that appears at any time. So we're leaving the any time until last, as that's the easiest one to try and achieve. But it's the seasonal ones that we've got to wait and try and do as and when we can, when the seasons change. To be fair, so that's going to take some time. The other thing that's holding us back is the Kuji-kiris. So they are the meditation spots for Noe. We need to do all of them. I don't know how many there are in total, as although we've looked at a guide for the legendary animals, because I don't do guides, I'm not following a map or anything for those. I kind of feel that's the better of 2 evils. As I say, I don't like following guides, but I felt like the legendary animals, we don't have a choice, but I do have a choice of everything else. So I thought, okay, to do this my way, we'll do the legendary animals via the guide, because I'm never going to find them naturally. And then everything else we do naturally, which obviously will take its time. We've got to clear all the question marks until we find all of them and the trophies hits, potentially. We'll see how that goes. We also have a trophy for doing a finish shot on an enemy who is dazed and poisoned. Now, we did try a couple of times to attempt that. The hardest thing about that is getting a finisher to actually activate, as it's not just a button press, it is an activation. So that's something we need to look at trying to do as well today. Normally a finisher will activate on the final person in an encounter, so that means we potentially can do it if there's no one else left in an encounter, essentially, bar one. So we kind of need to focus on the last person. So that's doable. I don't think that's that difficult, to be fair. It's just a case of setting up to the point that we can do it. We need to add a sumi-e to the hideout, which will take seconds. That's why I'm not that fussed about doing it anytime soon. And the final trophy is fully upgrade your rations. Now, to fully upgrade your rations, you need to have completed all the food collections for a quest that we've been given. We need to do 2 more to finish that off, but we need to find them, which again takes its time. But this is the thing about platinum hunting, is these things do take time. So it takes what it takes. We're not rushing it, we're just trying to get it done as methodically as possible, and we'll go from there. The other thing we're looking at is the anima stuff, because we want to continue obtaining sorry, my emails are going off. Wanted to finish off obtaining the rewards for the different anima stuff at the same time. So let's load in and have a look where we're at. So we're 147 hours in as it stands. I've just put in the comments as well and pinned it. So Assassin's Creed Mirage has a DLC that no one expected. Value of the Memory comes out on the 18th of November and will be live on release. So whatever we're doing at the time, we'll pause just to do that, essentially. Okay, legendary animals. That will be our focus, but until the season changes, as you can see, we're currently in, want to say that's spring, and we're waiting for summer. Am I right in this? Yes, we're waiting for summer. So that's currently spring, top right hand corner. That needs to go all the way to the top for summer to hit. We actually thought we could manually change the season, but it's not as simple as manually changing it, it seems, annoyingly. So we'll go and find that one once the season changes. Obviously fast traveling does help that as well. We have got missions and things to do as well that will help us achieve things. Now, anima stuff, over here we've got 2 left to do. These do change after today, so I'm not too worried about winning the tournament 3 times. I think that's a bit silly. But that one I'm sure we can do. That's an Awaji. Wow, okay. And we do have some side missions still to do. All the Jizo statues, we need 13 more of those. It'd be nice to get that done as well. And I'm pretty sure we're missing people in Tamba to talk to be fair. And there are other ones to kill bandits in Eager. These aren't a big deal, but if we can clear them, we'll try to. I try to have everything done as much as possible. But I think our focus is clearing all the locations so we can find these Kuji-kiri. I think that's quite important. And then on top of that, we want to look at trying to complete this Poisoned and Dazed attempt. Now, our best bet for Poisoned and Dazed, I think, is going to be Yasuke more than Noe. Because I don't think Noe has anything with Poison and Dazed. Well, that does do a poison build-up, to be fair. The Tanto does. It's the Dazed that's then the problem. Don't think we, to be fair, the kinetic Kushigama of stunning does have Dazed. So we could try with Noe for a little while and see if we can do it that way. We'd have to stop using the staff, the bow staff for the minute. Let's try and see if we can get this done. There's a chance we do, there's a chance we don't. I don't really know which way it's going to go. Or we could use Katana. Rather than Kushigama for Dazed, let's use Katana instead. But we just need to get finish to activate whilst that's done. Now we still have a mark on the map. I'm just trying to see where it is though. Where is my mark? I think it's in Eager. Oh, it's here, yeah. So that's where the location for the summer legendary animal is. So as soon as we change season, that's where we're going. Right. What do we do first? As I say, we still need to clear our missions and stuff around the place. We're still looking for Kuji-kiri. We've still got little bits to do. We can't do that until we've done all the statues. Gear merchant. So if we've got to find a gear merchant here, there is a chance there's a food merchant here too. That's the things we've got to think about. We need 2 more food people, essentially. There's lots of this up here we haven't done. If there's any towns north of there, potentially food merchants could be there, especially if we've not been there and done them. That's the kind of thing we've got to think about. So I think we start today by fast travelling over here and head to that viewpoint first and foremost. See what question marks arrive, see if we can see any, because potentially Kuji-kiris could be in that area, and go from there. I didn't realise there was a whole section there we haven't actually done in Key, to be fair. Right, so let's do that. We'll fast travel as we are with Noe, as she's probably better for traversing the area. Crazy Irishman, good morning. Hope you're well. Hope the wife is well as well. You're going to learn how to use the Manjaro injection today. Okay. That's interesting. Why are you learning that? Is that part of your retraining, is it, or something? Okay, we'll just look at contracts. Contracts can give us locations of things that we don't know about, so it's always handy to look. No. Will it take that? That's a new house then, somewhere on the map. Where's that going to put it? That's down south. Doesn't really help us down south, does it? There's a statue and there's a house there. There's a couple of little things around here. Look, musician. We have located a few musicians, to be fair. Port trader down there we need to have a look at. Yeah, this is the other side of trophy hunting that takes time. That's the thing. But it's the Kuji-kiri, I think, are going to hold us back more than the legendary animals, to be honest. Because it's finding every single one of them. It means clearing all the question marks until the trophy hits. Then you know you're done. And we could make it easier and follow a guide, but I feel bad enough that I'm following a guide for legendary animals. So I don't really want to make that worse by following one for them as well. But it gives us a chance to see parts of the map and the world that we don't know and haven't seen as of yet. And that's something we kind of pride ourselves on doing, is trying to see things that not everyone will see if they don't explore. That's the thing. You've typed your... Oh, okay. So, oh, I got you. I didn't recognise the name of it, to be fair. Ah. So you need to learn how to put it on yourself, don't you? Right, we head to this viewpoint just to see if there's anything nearby. Hopefully we can find a Kuji-kiri over this way as well. And if we, like I say, if we get into any fights, encounters, we're trying to do...
I'll look over there.
Ah, this might be a good one to try, actually. So this is a Ronin. They automatically attack every time they see us. So we need to get poison, build up, and daze. And do a finisher. He's not poisoned anymore. We've got to stop because he wasn't poisoned. He is now. That's a finisher, surely. Ah, I thought that was a finisher. I think it was, but I think the days ran out at the wrong time there. I think that was nearly that complete, but the days ran out at the wrong time. Drop from 22 stone, 20. That's a decent loss then. £4 is really good. I wish I could do that, to be fair. I just can't. Even though I've cut down on a meeting, and we've always ate healthily, I just can't stop gaining weight at the minute. It's really frustrating. To be fair, I'm not far off your current weight. That's how much I've put on since the accident. In 5 years, I've put on probably nearly 10 stone. And every time I speak to a doctor about it, they're like, yeah, there's nothing you can do. That's not really the answer. You know, it's always, it's not your fault. But there it is. I think that's one of the hardest things to deal with, to be fair. Family here, the horse has been shot by the two, they're all crying. Is there anything we need to know? They won't talk to us. I was wondering if they'd talk to us and maybe there was something we needed to do. What was that? Oh, it's just the top of the horse. You do find random people sometimes. Okay, this should be the way to go to the viewpoint up here, and then we'll see what else is around us. As I say, going to this viewpoint, hopefully we'll show some question marks. Potentially could be Kuji-kiris we've not seen or done yet. Because that's got to, I think that's one of the big focuses has got to be trying to get these Kuji-kiri done, which means finding all the question marks until we get all of them and the trophy pops.
Best if I remain unseen.
No, let's not remain unseen. Let's get fighting, shall we? I want to fight because we want to try and get this trophy done. So we need to wait for the last person. Because I want to poison and daze the last person, essentially. Okay. Last person's there. Oh, I killed him. The poison, that's the finisher. But the poison had worn off again before we had a chance to take him down. That's the thing, it's getting that timing right, not allowing the poison to have worn off before we take him out. That's the thing. I think that's what makes this trophy hard, is getting that timing right. Right, viewpoint's up here anyway. That's where we're heading. And hopefully we'll find some Kuji-kiri from this. But yeah, no, good on you for the weight loss though, Crazy Irishman. That's really good. Would you drop down? There we go. Have you heard any more about your job yet, Crazy Irishman? Because you were saying about the restructuring, weren't they? Okay, that's the shrine done. let's have a look around for anything nearby that potentially could be a Kuji-kiri. Not seeing any question marks, annoyingly. There's a bit of gold down there, it's nothing major. Are you telling me there's no question marks locally? Wow. I fully expected there to be something here where there's nothing. Okay. Doesn't mean there's not a village that could potentially have on the food people. We've got a contract mission to do there, which is a fight, so that's potential for trying to get this other the combat trophy done. And yeah, potentially there's a village that we could come across that potentially will have a food trader in it, as we need 2 more. Right, where are we now? So we kind of want to head back to the road here. The reason also, we're still looking for these Hideout shrines. So we do want to be on the road as much as possible. Also villages, I think, are quite important. That's where we wanted to go here. I think the path went this way, but slide down the mountain. Just want to get back to the path. There's the path. Okay. So there is a pathway that goes down here. Let's go and see if there's a village or something here. No question marks, which is surprising from the viewpoint, but doesn't mean we're not in the right location though. Or something. Thanks for the like, but it's appreciated. But yeah, Kuji-kiri is the focus alongside the combat trophies, and then every time the season changes, we'll look at the legendary animals straight away. That's kind of my focus, I think. Oh, one of the statue, there we go. So although I'm surprised it didn't show up as a question mark, to be fair. Maybe that one's don't. So that means we need 12 more of those before that's done. But I've not been looking because oh yeah, no, I understand that, to be fair. Is your mum home from the hospital yet, or is she still there? Okay, so that goes across to there. We want to keep heading north. We might as well do this on the way, as there's a potential for the combat trophy there. So that statue there is why we want to follow the roads as much as possible for the minute. Something we don't normally do, especially not with Noe, but kind of feel we kind of want to at the minute. Just to try and find the last things we need. Can't talk to him or do anything. I did wonder if he'd ask for help or something, but no. We still want to help locals when we see them in trouble, because they will give us information. Hopefully that will give us locations as well. Okay, this assassinate target should be an enemy camp. Well, I would guess. Are we actually in? Yeah, it's down there. Okay. We can head straight down. I think there's a village down there as well, or maybe the other side. So this should be an enemy camp. We potentially can take out a few enemies stealthily. Or maybe not, I'm kind of here. That's the guy we need to kill. My thinking is we can take down a few stealthily, as long as we leave one. And what I think we'll leave, not the contract.
I should stay hidden
Because we need to fight everyone so we can get this trophy done. But we need a finisher. Is that finisher? I swear that was a finisher there, but no, didn't get anything from it. It looked like a finisher, to be honest. But according to that, no. Right, there's more enemies over this side.
I am not afraid.
Whoa, that caught us. Remember, we need finishers on people that are poisoned and dazed. And normally a finisher is on the final person you fight in the camp. Or in an encounter. So let's try and leave the big guy, I think, till last. There we go, big guy's now last. So we don't want to kill him until we've got Poisoned and Dazed on. Dazed is on now. Ah, Dazed had run out there. I just saw the Dazed had run out right at the wrong time there. That's annoying. And that's the problem with this, I think. Is trying to get that timing right where Poison and Dazed are both there. Still there because she had to get a new bed at home and she needs to get mobile again. Oh, okay. Are you hoping to have a home soon though, yeah? That is the problem with this trophy, Poison and Dazed. Just trying to get them to actually go down the right time, to be fair. Right, well, we've cleared the camp. Frustrating we didn't get the trophy we're looking for, but we've tried this trophy a few times now. It's going to take a bit of time. We did just pick up a new katana. Let's have a look at it. Bleed builder. We don't need bleed. That's the annoying thing. It's poison and... I'm just going to double check that actually. But it's poison and dazed is what we need. We are 90% done. This is how close we are to the platinum. 5 trophies remaining plus platinum. But I'm just making sure I'm not being silly. Yeah, it's perform finisher that is both poisoned and dazed. Hence why we're just going to keep trying this. We did get a new outfit, the Onro robe. Other than the health reduction, everything else is good, to be fair. No, for 600 loss of health, it's probably not worth the change, in all honesty. Right, we'll just dive in the water and grab this. Because we're still buying buildings, we still want to upgrade as a hideout to some of the final stages. We do still need to try and pick stuff up when we can. But that's the camp taken care of. We didn't quite get what we wanted from it, but we got the contract done for resources anyway. The road follows around here. Obviously, a lot of this still isn't explored, so we do want to still keep going, just because we don't know if we might find something that we need. So the statue or a Kuji-kiri, essentially. Patrick, good morning. How are you? Being able to do on the 15th. Oh, okay. So not long then. That's good then. But yeah, I'm hoping we can get the season to change and then we'll go after the legendary Tanuki. I don't know how long seasons take to change, to be fair. I think the more you fast travel, maybe the more they go. Right, we've just got an enemy camp, I think, to our left. We're going to try and take these guys out. Help the local, he may give us a location or something as well. I kind of want to leave one alive, because I want to try and get the trophy on him. Right, come on. I know you've seen me. Come and attack me. Hello. Poison and Dazed is what we're trying to do. This is armor gone. I think, yeah, poison had just worn off there, once again at the wrong time.
Your captors no longer.
I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad.
I am grateful. How can I thank you?
Information, please. Yeah, always a world rumour, because that allows us to find things that we don't know where they are currently. Hopefully a Kuji-kiri. That's the focus. But it could be anything. Let's have a look what she's told us about. It's south, admittedly, annoyingly. Kuji-kiri, there we go. So that's one of the Kuji-kiri we still need to complete. Yeah, that's one of the ones we need to do. We don't know how many more there are to do. But that is one of them we still need to do. So we'll head south down there in due course. I still think while we're here, let's just see if there's anything else around here to find. I did try that a minute ago and it wouldn't change. No, still can't change. I thought with the update seasons could be changed, but it just seems like we can't ever change it. Which slows us down, as we only need 2 more seasons to get both legendary animals. Okay. Will there be anything else around here, I wonder? Considering the viewpoint didn't show anything up, there's a chance there isn't anything else here, to be fair. Although there are enemies here. Obviously, we want to get into a bit of a fight. We're trying to get this trophy done, but we do want to get into a bit of a fight. It didn't count as a finisher. So normally a finisher is on the last person in a fight. So that's what we're going to try and focus on, one person to try and get this done. Okay, big guy's there. I think we're going to try and focus on him. Is anyone else? No, it's just big guy. Let's see if we can get a finisher on the big guy. So I'm just trying to get Dazed built up, and then we'll go poison. Right, let's make him vulnerable at least. Don't kill him until we got more on him. No, come on. Don't want the Dazed to run out at the wrong time. That's got to be it, surely. How did that not work? We had Dazed was definitely on there, Poison was on there. But did that not count as a finisher? Thanks for liking, much appreciated. You've got over 1,000 hours in Snow Runner. Wow. LV's, good morning, how are you? 1,000 hours, that is mad. I don't understand how that didn't pop the trophy. That should have popped, surely. He was definitely poisoned. He was definitely dazed. And that was definitely a finisher. Okay. We've got to just keep trying until that actually pops. Unless something had worn off before we had the chance, maybe. I don't know. It does seem weird, that one. That's the first one I thought we actually had it. Because he was still afflicted by both. There's someone there. No, lights. So where we're here currently, the path does follow round. We're only exploring here because we're trying to find the food traders still. So in doing that, we need to find villages. But hopefully we have the food traders there. We need 2 more food, and that will in turn give us the trophy for upgrading our rations to full. That's why we're going to try and find more villages. The shinobi hiding here. Again, we're going to get in a fight because we want to try and get this trophy. So, hello, Mr. Shinobi. I don't mind fighting Shinobi. We want to take one of these out and then leave one remaining. Because that's the one we'll focus on for the finisher. Right, he's out. Oh, I didn't want to kill him. He died a bit too easily. I thought we were going to get a hit there, followed by a second hit, but no. He died a little bit too easily, annoyingly. That's the other thing, is not killing the people too quickly so we can try and get both afflictions on. It's definitely not an easy one to get to pop. I was surprised we got the make someone bleed and sheath your weapon as they die from bleed trophy in the last stream. We tried it and it actually worked really easily. I would have thought that would have been a bit harder, but and we can kill that. I don't want a double. I want one because I want to leave one alive. Don't give me a double assassination.
You act like a child.
I don't want a double.
It's a waste of time.
Let's try that. There we go. I didn't want to kill both. That's the thing. I want to leave one alive to try and get a finisher on. Right, final person. No, don't kill. I didn't change weapon. That's a finisher. But annoyingly, despite pressing change weapon, I didn't press it enough.
Are you all right?
I am now.
Right, give me something nearby, please. Another Kuji-kiri would be handy.
I would like to know more about this place.
Will you give us a Kuji-kiri? Because that's what we need. Okay, it's down south of Key again. Okay, a shrine. It's something. It's not massive. Right. Obviously, you want to keep following this path. Because there is a chance we come across a village or something, which we need if that's the final food bit. The path is down below us there. It is, I think. Yeah. So we need 2 more food to full upgrade rations. We need the legendary animal. The season won't change unless we fast travel, admittedly. So once it's nearly there, we do need to do it. A village with the food trader would be really handy, because that would leave us 1 remaining after that. Okay, there always have to be a choice of direction, isn't there? Let's head left, I think, here. Which is north, essentially. Let's just double check that is north. It is. Just because there could be a village right on the end is what we're looking for. Yeah, they probably are quite under level, to be fair, although we're not using our best stuff, to be honest. But yeah, that is the thing. They're unarmored as well, so that does make it a bit easier to kill them. I'm hoping there is a village at the end of this pathway. Season full, okay. So we need to fast travel to make that change. We can fast travel to the area we're going to. It's daytime we need it to be, as well, to be fair. What we got here? Anything? Yeah, so it means when we fast travel, that will change. Okay, this path goes on. I'm hoping there's a village at the end of this with a food trader. That would be extremely handy. If the seasons change, oh no, that's the okay. That's right. So that pathway leads nowhere. Just to be annoying and frustrating. That goes nowhere. Okay. We need to head back this way just in case there is something there. We don't ride very often, admittedly, but I'm going to ride. I just want to fill in that bit to make sure there's no village on this pathway going south. And then we'll fast travel to near where the legendary animal is so the season can change. And then we can get the first legendary animal today done. And then we're just going to hope the season can change again in this stream. I don't know how long they take. That's the only issue. A little small deer. We want an enemy camp here, or we want a village. Either or would be quite happy. Okay, that goes up the hill, that does there. Could there be a Kuji-kiri at the top of the hill? That's my thinking. There's definitely nothing else here by the looks of things. Although maybe not, that doesn't actually go anywhere. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here, is there? It was worth a look. Is there any enemies here? No. There's a camp though. I wonder if that's an Easter egg to something that we don't know about. Look at the picture there. This potentially could be an Easter egg that I don't understand personally at this point. Just because it seems a bit weird otherwise to have it the way it is there. But there we go. Okay, so if we fast travel now, the season will change. We've kind of done all we can here. We know there's no question marks when we did that there, so there's nothing else here, I don't think. Legendary animal time though, as the season's about to change. Where is my marker? I can't remember where we're going. Where is the marker? I put a marker down the location we need to go to, but I cannot remember where it is. It's not up there. Okay, wait a second. Let me just look to where we're going. We are Omi. That's the thing. Omi is Sumata, Iga. I was miles away. Omi. Shimmering Fields. Has my marker disappeared? Oh no, marker's there. There we go. So if we travel to the village here, and then we'll go. We've got to get to there, and hopefully daytime as well. Let's head there now then, and that should change now to summertime. Fingers crossed. Yeah, it's definitely an Easter egg, isn't it? Could be Ghost of Yotai, could be Ghost of Tsushima, to be fair. Could be a Ghost of Tsushima one. It's not one I recognised immediately, I must admit. While the season changes, let's have a quick look. It's daytime as well now, so we can go do the legendary animal. That was key, wasn't it, I think? No, according to what I just did a quick search, that wasn't an Easter egg, but it was a very quick search. Okay, we'll just double check contracts in case there is anything nearby. I don't think there will be though. We can accept that. No new opportunities. And restock. No, not storage. We want that one. No, we're full. Okay. It's night time. It's not morning. We don't want. We need to go there during the day, so we don't really want to head there until it is daytime. And obviously, we can't change time of day ourselves. So from here, where can we go that we can do stuff? I know this still needs exploring roughly around here. What I might do is fast travel. Because obviously we need it to be daytime for us to actually do anything. Let's go to Seta, head south of the viewpoint there, and then from there we can always come back. That's my thinking. I thought the fast travel would make it, would take it to daytime, but obviously it didn't. We've got another school to look round for my boy later tonight as well. That's going to be fun. The annoying thing is it's a school my other half doesn't want him to go to, but we still need to look around. So I don't quite understand. She's adamant he's not going to this school, but we've still got to go and look. This to me makes no sense, but, you know, got to do as I'm told. Right, normally I'd follow a path because it would be quicker to get there following a path, but I can't see one, so let's just head straight this way. I'm hoping the viewpoint shows us question marks. That in turn will give us Kuji-kiri to do. Which is something we need to focus on. I don't think this platinum hunt so far has been too grindy so far. Because we've still got stuff to see for the first time. So it's not been too bad in that respect. It's when it becomes frustratingly grindy because you're doing the same thing over and over. I need to get round. When there's new stuff to see, I don't really feel it like that. It seems to be okay. Doesn't mean it can't change. That trophy for the Dazed and Poisoned, I don't quite know how we're going to do that. I just can't at the minute get it to work. Where are we? Come on. Okay, near the coast. It's a little bit easier to run when we're not in the forest, to be fair. As I say, we needed to get the daytime anyway. So heading to the viewpoint just gives us something to do while we're waiting for it. I don't know if you continuously fast travel, whether that will actually change the time of day or not. I'm looking for a pathway because that will give us the viewpoint a bit easier. I'm not seeing one as of yet. Yeah, she went to a different one to this one, but they were sent there for like one lesson a week. It's back when middle schools were a thing. So I grew up in an area where there was no such thing as middle schools. We had primary and secondary, and that was it. Whereas my other half had primary, secondary, and middle, which to me is just so weird. So when she was at, I think it was either middle school or secondary school, one of the two, they were sent to this school 1-2 lessons a week, and she hated it, which is fair enough. But times have changed. It's never had the best reputation, in all honesty. But the school my stepson went to has also gone downhill since he was there, and he's now obviously after finished uni and out on his own. So it's been a good few years, but that school's kind of dropped dramatically, and this other school has got better. But my other half's quite biased towards it and is just adamant it's not happening, which is fine. But you need to put 3 choices down. And if she's already said no to this one, we still need to find some more choices. And I just think she should have more of an open mind. Are you going to attack me? Good. Let's fight. We're trying to get the dazed and poisoned if we can. He's dazed. Not a finisher. Finisher only generally occurs on the last person. Then we try and wait for the big guy, because the big guy will be won't be able to kill him accidentally, I don't think. Right, she's died of poison. Big guy now. He is poisoned, but he's running out very quickly. Poison's gone. He is now dazed though. Let's go back to poison. Trophy did it! We've done it! Overdesign III, trophy achieved. We did a finisher on an enemy that's poisoned and dazed. 4 trophies remaining. We had a sandal, which is valuable. How is a sandal valuable? We gained an epic trinket as well there. Oh, I'm really happy about that. I thought that would take forever. We've done the first trophy of the stream, and it's one that I wasn't expecting to drop when it just did. So, now that's done. Legendary animals, Kuji-kiri, and a sumi-e to hideout, which will take seconds. And what's the other one? Legendary animals. So I've got a list that I keep the check on. Oh, Kuji-kiri, finisher's done. Oh, fully upgrade rations. That's the other one, isn't it? But that is done. I'm glad that's out of the way, because I really did not think that was going to happen. Thanks for the like, was much appreciated. If out of all the trophies, that was the one I was concerned about. Right, viewpoint here, so we can hopefully find some Kuji-kiri. Definitely the right decision to go after a big guy, just because they take a lot more to take him out. But yeah, so she's a bit biased and doesn't want to change her opinion, but she still wants to visit it, so that may change her opinion, I suppose. Yeah, I think it would have changed by now, to be fair, to what it was. You know, there's no such thing as middle schools here anymore, so that's changed how the dynamic of how the schools work. And when we picked my stepson's school, she didn't even bother visiting that one. She was that dead against it, she didn't even bother. But she wants to go and visit, which I suppose shows that she wants to give it a bit of a chance, I suppose. But we'll see. I'm hoping, you know, she goes in with an open mind. That's the most important thing, I think. Okay, so that is done. We needed to get the daytime, ideally. Why have we got objectives changed? What's new in objectives? Oh, it's just the animal stuff showing back up again, isn't it? Yeah. That keeps changing for some reason. We did get a new one of these. We don't actually need to use any specific weapons anymore. We can go back to using whatever we want. Because we no longer need to try and achieve one set thing. I do prefer, however, katana, to be fair. The bow staff's okay. Although, I do like the bow staff, to be fair. Let's use a bow staff. The bow staffs are okay. They're just a bit, not difficult, but they tend to be a bit finicky when you try and do the posture attacks, especially when you've got quick enemies around you. Okay, so I'm going to pick them over here. There. What I think we'll do, we'll fast travel back to near where the legendary animal is, just to see if we can get daytime to come on, because we would like to have daytime really, because that would be better for us. So we'll fast travel to Setter, see if that turns into daytime. If it doesn't, we'll go somewhere else and do something else. But we're trying to get daytime to happen so we can then go and do the legendary animal. But yeah, the fact she actually wants us to visit is a good sign, I suppose. We've already picked a school, I think, anyway. One of the schools we went to already. It's still night time, isn't it? Okay, still night time. What can we do from here that we need to still do? There's nothing really locally, is there? That's the problem from here. Okay. Cosmetic merchant there. If there's a potential. If there's a cosmetic merchant we haven't found, there's potential for a food merchant to also be there, I think. So we'll quickly go here and see if we can see a food merchant as well. Unlikely, but we'll at least have a look. I think we just need to jump around a bit while we're waiting for it to go daytime, and then we can head back to this animal. And just hope the season doesn't change before we get to it. We'll see if there's any kind of... Oh, again, still Kuji-kiri is something we've got to focus on as well. So any of these that give us locations. Food vendor. Where is that person? Because that'll be the penultimate one done. Where are you? Over there. Okay. Right, we're going to quickly go to this food vendor, as that's the penultimate one we need to do. And that would be handy to have done. And then we just need to find one more. This is why it's good to check contracts, to be fair, because it can give you locations that we need. It's still not daytime. Food vendor is over there. So I'm just seeing, if we jump down here, are we going to be out the way of it? I don't think we will be. Anything in here to pick up? Not by the looks of it. So, penultimate food vendor. And then we need to double check we haven't got another one already showing on the map. There is a chance we may have the other one already on the map, we just don't know about it, or we've forgotten that we got a secret revealed for it already. So, but we can check the legend for that in a second. Let's just find this one first. So, somewhere here is a food vendor. There you go, there's the food vendor. So I always thought the food vendors were in towns and cities. This one's out in the wilderness, which is a bit of a concern because it means the final one may be out in the wilderness somewhere as well.
You won't regret buying it.
One of my favorites. Hong might not notice if I take a bite.
Tofu. Now most people have heard of tofu in some form. I've eaten tofu a long time ago when I was a chef. Obviously, you try these things, and I would say I can't stand the stuff, but a lot of people do enjoy it. Tofu made with curdled soy milk is considered to have originated in China, also known as bean curd. Tofu was considered a luxury and served to royalty and wealthy families. It is often added to warm, hearty broths. Personally disgusting, but there we go. Not to everyone's taste, shall we say. Let's go to map then now and see if we have got the final one already on here. If it says 0, it means we're still going to find one more. We've actually got 5 Kuji-kiri. Oh, it's showing the ones we've cleared as well, I think. Because that's saying 5 there. Does that mean 5? Is that? Oh, so there's 21 in total, and we've got 5 showing on the map. Oh no. Oh, okay, no, sorry. It's not telling us the total, it's just telling us the ones that we've on the map. At least we can see the ones we've done. Portrait, ornament, food vendor, there's none showing. So if there's none showing on the map, the final food vendor we need is still there somewhere. But we haven't found them as of yet. Which is frustrating, but that's part of, we kind of knew that may happen. So yeah, 15 of 16 done. We need one more. One more. And they could be anywhere, to be honest. But it means it's somewhere we've not been to, or somewhere that we've not fully opened everything up. I think towns and stuff, there is a chance we haven't found one in a town, that's the thing. What's that? It's a musician. I'm just trying to see. We obviously need to head to Omi for this. It's not daytime yet, though, is it? Let's fast travel again to here, just in case we can get it to click over to daytime. And then if it does, then we can go legendary animal. If not, we'll go somewhere else. But it's a case of keep going back and hoping daytime changes. Just so we can get the animal done. We've already completed one trophy today, Overdesign III, so I didn't think we'd get done that quickly, to be fair. Daytime! Okay, it's morning. Legendary animal time then. Let's go and get this legendary animal done. This is the legendary Tanuki that we're looking for. It's actually near a village which is, what's the word I'm after? Celebrating the Tanuki, I think is the thing I'm looking for. Celebrating or worshipping probably is more correct. I want the, ideally, pathway, because we might as well follow the path. Let's just make sure we're going the right way. No, I need to cross the river. Going slightly the wrong way here. And then are we taking a left turn? Because we need to head to the village ideally, and then from there the Tanuki should be in a little bit by the village. We have seen where the Tanuki is going to appear. We've been there, but it was the wrong season, and I just hadn't realised. Annoyingly, in the last stream, we spent a bit of time not realising actually was in the wrong season. Still, we thought it had changed over. Right, we want the next left turn, follow that path around to the village, and then through there. That should give us what we need. So this will be the third of 5 legendary animals. Then we need to wait for the season to change for the 4th one, and then we can go any time to the 5th. Hence why we're leaving that one to last. But we are getting closer then. It'd be nice to have the 20th channel platinum done, to be honest. Mainly because we've had 19 for a while. We got 0 platinums last year. I don't quite know what went wrong last year for us to get 0, but we did. Although we don't platinum every game, as most of you know. We don't platinum games that have got multiplayer trophies and things like that, so that does stop us doing some. I feel like I'm going the wrong way here. How do we manage that? Okay, we've kind of gone off where we need to go here. There is a left turn in a minute. I must have missed the turning there, I think. Should be a left turn here. You can see the Tanuki there just as we came in on the statue. We'll see more as we go into the village. But yeah, it'd be nice to have it done. I think we'll probably end up potentially getting the platinum in Roadcraft as well. Depending, I've not looked at trophies for that yet. We haven't finished the main story, so I don't quite know what's needed. I've got a feeling it'll be all the toys though, which could be a problem. I may take forever, all the toys, to be fair. We'll see. Right, we're in the village. So, in the village there is a clearing, and in the clearing is the Tanuki. Ideally. Ideally. Hopefully it's here. Come on. Please be here. We need to be sneaky, because obviously we can't be seen. Can't scare it off. Oh, we might be in the wrong place here. I think it's over here then. Got to find the clearing, essentially. There is a clearing here that we just need to get to. For some reason, it didn't seem to take us there. There we go. This is the clearing. Is it here though? It's not here, I don't think. Not that I can see. No, it's not here. Okay, let's just make sure we've got everything correct here. It is summertime. I think it's daytime. I would say it's daytime. There is the thing we have read though. There's no guarantee these animals turn up where they should do, and it's not there. So we're going to go and do something else, and then come back and try again. That's all we can really do here. So let's head south. We know there's a Kuji-kiri down here that we need to do. And then what else is down there? The statue, a house, a shrine as well. Remember, we're still looking for one more food person. So if we travel to here, what's that there? Port Trader. Oh, if there's a port trader, there is a potential for food there as well. Let's go track the Kuji-kiri there. We'll go to our house here, do the Kuji-kiri, maybe head north, grab that, then fast travel back to see if the legendary animal will then appear. As I say, it's one of those we've got to try and judge. There's no guarantee it's going to appear every time. We just don't want the season to change before it does appear. That's the thing. Because otherwise we're going to wait 4 more seasons. And I don't know how long a season lasts. But the Kuji-kiri we know we need done anyway. Any of these to add in? And a house somewhere. Where's the house? Okay, house over there for us to buy at some point. It's definitely daytime. I don't know why that wasn't appearing, but we'll head back in due course. Like I say, I did read that it's not guaranteed every time, which obviously is problematic. We've just got to hope the season doesn't change in the meantime. Okay, but the Kuji-kiri, we know we need all of them. We need to have a look at the legend actually again, because that says we've got 21 on the map. But we need to see how many of those we've actually done. We'll just have a quick look in the shop. I still feel we're missing a mission here. There is playing cards you can buy from merchants.
I will come back another
Mainly
time.
port traders. And I swear we're missing a mission for them. But I've not looked it up or anything to see if we are. But I kind of feel it seems a bit weird that we can buy these trading cards. I don't know why this one's so bright. We're running into the sun or something. I can't see anything. What's going on? It's just, I think it's just the way the sun is. That's not good. The sun is so bright I can't see anything. There we go, that's better. No, the sun's too bright again. Right, the Kuji-kiri is over there. Swim that way. But yeah, so what was I saying? I've lost my train of thought there. I don't know what I was saying. I've lost complete train of thought. The sun blinded me in more ways than one. But yeah, Kuji-kiri, at least that's then another one done. We'll check legend just to see that all the ones listed on there are done. I don't know how many there are in total though. Right, this is going to be where that shrine is just there. That's the Kuji-kiri we need to do. And then we'll go back and try the legendary animal again. Just really don't want it to swap season and we miss out on it, because that would really mess things up. Right, let's sit down and do this. This is not simple, these. I do struggle sometimes with them, so we'll see how we go. It's just a case of getting the right order at the right time. Okay. This one's not too bad, to be fair. Speeding up. missed one there. I got too fast, I think, there, to be fair. There we go, we did it.
Do not break an oar against a strong tide.
Good advice. Trophy achieved! Zen Master. So we've done every Kuji-kiri on the map. I didn't know that was the final one, to be fair. I didn't know how many there were in total. That is the final Kuji-kiri done. 2 trophies done. So that means there are 3 trophies remaining now for the platinum. Let me just clear that off my list. One is the food, fully upgrade your rations, which we need 1 more food item. Legendary animals, and a sumi-e. The sumi-e to Hideout is we're going to do last. It's going to be the easiest one to do, to be fair. Okay, there's some keys to pick up here. Quickly grab these. Not that we spend them, but we'll grab them. And then, legendary animal. We want to go to and see if we get the tanuki to appear. So back up here for legendary animal. I'm so glad that's done. Just because we didn't know how many there was going to be. So potentially that could take us quite a while. Let's go to here. The food vendor now is kind of the priority. And we haven't got anywhere on the map showing one where it is. So we need to find one more. It's either going to be a road we haven't travelled on, or a village we've not been to. Potentially. As we've already seen, they're not necessarily in villages, which is news to us. Okay. Let's head to the village and go and hopefully have this tanuki show up. It is still daytime, I think. It's not as bright here as it was where we just were, but I think it's still daytime. Yeah, it is definitely still daytime, isn't it? Okay, there'll be a right-hand turn taking us to the Tanuki village we're looking out for. We just need to get this before the season changes again, otherwise it's going to severely mess us up. Because then we've got to wait 4 seasons for it to happen again, which won't be ideal. Right, there should be a right-hand turn, I believe. Here. Ignore the fighting, it's not something that we need to deal with. We've already done the combat trophy, so we can ignore that to a degree, as that doesn't matter to us. Right, Tanuki village is up here. And then we just need the Tanuki to show up. Please be here. Come on, please be here. Okay, there should be a opening where this Tanuki should be. It's here! It's here! Okay, so that means it's there. We can't scare this off. That's the other thing. We cannot scare this off. Otherwise we've got to come back, and I really don't want to come back.
I need to paint this.
You do need to paint it. We're close enough.
I must approach carefully. I need to be quiet.
No! I barely moved. I barely moved and it ran away. Okay, I suppose all we can do is reset, which means fast travelling back and go again and hope it shows up again. I barely moved. I didn't think that was going to disappear. We weren't close enough. We had to move, and yeah, that was bad. Wow. Okay. It's still daytime, so we'll head back to the village once again and see if we can get this to show up again. First time we were there, it didn't show up. This time it showed up and then ran away. It's not going well so far, is it, for this Tanuki? We want to be this way, left, over the bridge. Or over the water, at least. Am I going the right way? Yeah. So path and a bridge to our right. It's a bit easier to follow the actual proper path, to be fair. There we go. I cannot believe that ran away from us. So from here, over the bridge, we want to go straight and then take a left-hand turn for the village. Wait till that. We missed this left-hand turn last time, so don't want to miss it this time. We're going to avoid it. It's here. Please be back. I'm hoping the fast travel reset it, but I can't guarantee it. That's the thing. I don't know how many times we can go to the same place. That's the thing. I really thought we had it then when it appeared. It's here again. It's back. Okay, this time we can't scare it off because we need this. We're so close to this platinum. We need this. Okay, where's the village entrance? At least we know it does come back if we do scare it off. Although, not guaranteed, obviously. Hang on, it's gone again. Oh, we may be too far away, actually. That's why it's gone again. No, it's not showing. I don't think it's going to be there. It's not showing. It was a minute ago. Oh, no, it is showing. Okay, it is there. Right, we need to be very careful here. I don't know the best approach because we've already scared it off once. Really slow and quiet is all I can think we can do here. Come on.
I need to paint this. I need to be quiet. I need a closer look.
How much closer do we need to be? How is that not close enough?
You're too far away.
Ah, seriously?
I need to be quiet. Perfect
Got it.
spot.
Ah, finally. Thanks for the like, much appreciated, otherwise. Ah, finally. Okay, that's been the hardest one to do so far. We've finally got it. Hasn't run away. That's 3 of 5 done. We now need to wait until the season changes to autumn for the next one. So this port trader's kind of going to be our focus. Sorry, not the portrait. The food trader has kind of got to be our focus from now on. Because we can try and get that trophy done whilst we're waiting for the season to change.
What kind of tanuki was that?
But at least that is the third one done.
Me.
Wow. Okay. I'm so glad that's done. I really am. I think that definitely was the worst one we've had to do so far, just in terms of getting it to stay and appear where we needed it. This was the legendary white tanuki. Painting of a legendary tanuki shaking coins from its white fur. A deeply ingrained part of Japanese folklore, tanuki are often portrayed as tricksters and shapeshifters. They are seen as joyful, mischievous, and sometimes silly creatures, but always keen for a good meal or strong drink. In the folktale Bunbuku Chagama, a half-kettle tanuki creature showers wealth on a man that treats him kindly. But watch out before befriending one. In other stories, the tanuki's magic turns pebbles and leaves into gold, only for them to turn back to detritus when it comes time for you to settle the bill. Okay, we're going to give it a quick save while we're here, I think. Just to make sure everything stays where it should be. For 148 hours, 24 minutes it stands. Okay, I'm so glad that one's done. We can take my marker off now as well. We don't need to worry about where the next one is until the season changes. And we're a long way off still that changing. So, food trader is our focus now then. We don't have it on the map, so it's got to be somewhere we've not been, or somewhere we've not fully explored the villages and things. That's the thing we've got to think about. Since there's loads of stuff still to do down this south area, there's potential here, I think, for it to be around here, maybe. So up here, musician, legendary chest. So let's go. Let's have a look at the pathways. Let's go here. There is a village there. That's a temple there. We'll head down, clear these, with the hope that there's maybe a trader here. Is my thinking, and it'll be the trader we need. That's my hope. If we can get the other trophy done for the trader, the food one for upgrading your rations. What we could then do, if we get that done today, what I think would be best is maybe if we focus then on getting the other final two, which are a sumi-e in Hideout, which will take seconds, and hang on. No, I'm thinking wrong. Hang on. If we can get the food trophy today in this stream, Shinobi, we don't need to fight. They're going to attack us. My thinking was, if we get the food one done today, like in this stream, we'll go and quickly do the other one. The Kuji-kiri and Hideout, we'll do that, and then we'll see if we can get the season change on stream. If it doesn't change on stream, then I think to save us a hassle and a bit of time, I will have to do the last one off stream and do a quick mini video of us doing it. And that will then hopefully have the platinum done. I think that's our best way. I don't want to do a stream next week waiting for one legendary animal, as that would then become a nightmare, just waiting for the season to change. Yes, there's still bits on the map we can clear, but it's not really doing what we need to do. So if we can get the final one done, food one done today, I'll try and get the platinum done away from stream, and that kind of frees us up a little bit more for something else in the Tuesday, Thursday streams, which potentially the plan is currently Star Wars Outlaws, the DLC for that. But we'll deal with that if we can get this done today. There is always a chance we can change as a natural sumi-e here as well. There's always a chance we can get the seasonal change today. I don't know how long they last for. That's the only thing. But what's this natural sumi-e? First and foremost.
I need to be quiet.
I don't know what this is.
Perfect
There we go.
spot.
There's some rabbit hair. Are they hare fighting? Hares or rabbits? I'm not sure. Yeah, viewpoints would help, to be fair. There are still some we haven't done. Knowing that not every food vendor has to be in a town was a surprise, to be fair, the one we found on the road. So that does potentially make it a little bit more difficult to find.
Perfect.
Fighting hares, I was correct. So fighting hares, sumi-e complete. Let's have a quick look what that says about it. I still can't change how we do things. I've still got to have a look at these things. Boxing hares. I think painting of two adult hares in the act of boxing each other. In mating season, the male rabbits become very persistent. Hang on. Why are you called them rabbits when you've just said they're hares? Hares and rabbits are two different things. The male rabbits become very persistent in their advances towards females, chasing them around in their attempts. Some of these efforts are so insistent, the females must resort to a type of boxing to fend them off. This behaviour can continue for weeks, with some boxing sessions turning particularly fierce. I am right, aren't I? Rabbits and hares are two different things. Or am I wrong in that? No, they are two different things. I was adamant they were. Yeah, baby rabbits are called kits, and they're blind and hairless. Baby hares are called leverets. They're born fully furred with open eyes. Hares have longer ears and legs, are faster runners, and change their fur colour seasonally for camouflage, unlike rabbits. So why is it saying there, boxing hares, then talking about rabbits fighting? Someone didn't do their work properly, did they? I don't think, on that one. Right, anyway, the statue should be here. It's going to be on a roadway. Where's the road? I think this leaves us 11 of these statues done. Although it's not a trophy, it's still something I would like to see the end of the story for, if that makes sense. As there is a reason behind these being collected. So it'd be nice to see the end of that storyline to a degree. Right. Now that's done. I know there's a viewpoint behind us here. Let's head... I kind of want to do the viewpoint, really. I know there's two things here, though. That's a house. Let's buy the house. Clear that. There's a shrine there we've got to clear as well. No, let's go viewpoint. I think Crazy Irishman's right. I think the only way we're going to find these things is viewpoint. I do think we need to head down to that village to see what's there, because there's a potential that the food vendor could be there. But I think let's do viewpoint first. But yeah, the statues, as I say, we've got 11 more to do. We do know locations of some on the map we haven't visited yet. But that will at least finish the storyline, which is something I'm trying to, or would like to get done if we can. Obviously, we've got to try and wait for the season to change. There's still things to do once this food vendor's done. The other thing as well is the animus. There's so much animus stuff we haven't looked at because we haven't got all the data fragments yet. Well, the animus missions, but then you've got to be on every week to clear all the animus stuff to get them all, which will take forever, to be honest. Although I may just have to potentially once a week jump on, do the animus stuff, and then once it's all fully done, make a video about it. Maybe that may be the only way around it, to be fair. The other thing I'm curious about, we don't know how this is going to work, mainly because I've not installed another game since, but the startup menu for Shadows is the Animus one. Now I wonder, when we start Mirage up for the DLC, will that be the same home screen? Can we access it from the same place, I wonder? Because it does seem like you can, because it's never had a second game to have a look at. Okay, viewpoints here. Luckily, with no way we can get up there quite quickly. It's always handy. There we go. Just as the rain starts kicking off. So we're hoping a question mark. I don't know if a food vendor will show up as a question mark, to be honest. I don't quite know. We've only ever seen them naturally or via secrets. So I don't know how they show up on the map otherwise. I don't think they're question marks. But I suppose there's potential they could be. Although I don't think there's anything new here. I know there's something down there. That's a camp of sorts. Down there, it seems. And that's it, I think. Have a look at the map. Yeah, there's a camp over... It looks... Oh, there's a camp there. We can get to that quickly from down here, to be fair. So that's not too bad. What's this one over here? Oh, Port Trader. I think we need to head over to this village over here anyway. And since we can go north to get to that one, and then the viewpoint as well. If we come down here, we'll go for this one over here, the Kuji-kiri, which is a house to buy, which should give us a fast travel point. And then we'll clear this shrine at the same time, and hopefully maybe find we're after down there. There's a chance. The thing we're looking at is if we haven't done something in that area potentially, then there's a chance that we haven't fully explored that town essentially, which is kind of what we've got to focus on, I think. Try and find this. Hence the viewpoints, like Crazy Rifle said, they do make a difference for clearing all of those as well. Right, let's head to this village. Now we know as well food traders can be out in the wild on pathways. We kind of need to stick to paths, because it means we can potentially find one just by walking them down a path. Since we only need one, we don't really want to go off paths really anymore, I don't think. Because I think otherwise there's a chance we miss them, don't we? That's something we've got to think about. I say that as we're currently not on a path, but this is the route it wants us to come down anyway. There is a path below us, I think, here. Okay. That obviously wasn't the way you meant to get down, but there you go. If they're hurting someone, we do need to save them. The reason for that is they can maybe tell us where this person is. They will generally give us wild rumours, and there is a potential here for them to tell us where the person is, hopefully.
Is there something I can do in return?
Yeah, information, please.
Anything new around here you can tell me?
So I do, yeah, Yasuke diving off is funny, to be fair. Right, world rumour, please tell me it's what we need. Food trader? No, statue, okay. Oh, we did want the statues as well. So not quite what we wanted, but it's something we wanted, just not the focus. But yeah, Yasuke jumping off is amusing, to be fair. We were doing that on Tuesday's stream quite a bit, to be honest, because we were trying to get the Overdesign Trophy 3 done. And it's a bit easier to do it with him, to be fair. Oh, I thought it would be, and obviously it wasn't. Okay. So this pathway leads that way, along the coast there as well. We want to be going there. Which is that way we need to go? Yeah, there's a left-hand turn. So he's dead or alive? Oh, he's an enemy. Too sure why he's like that, but there we go. Okay. So this will be a house we can buy, give us a fast travel point. And then there is something else here to still do. It's a shrine to have a look at. We still need knowledge points as well to, if we want to fully upgrade all their knowledge stuff. Although we need like 38 or something for next knowledge rank, which is mad. There's a Kakariga's here. There's also to read here as well, I think. What's that? Cayman, people of the sea, I think this was. Yeah, Cayman, people of the sea. The word Cayman or people of the sea refers to all who make their living through maritime activity. The villages, which were similar in social structure to rice farming ones, were made of houses on the coast, occasionally built higher up in areas where tsunamis were common. Cayman were more involved in trade than typical peasants. They sold their products over a large area. Some activities included gathering seaweed by old and young, harvesting sea salt by boiling large vats of seawater, hunting marine mammals. Some worked as navigators, while in other regions, women, or amma, dove to collect pearls. These women held a place authority within the place. That doesn't sound right. These women held a place of authority within their villages. The harvesting and collection of salt and seaweed was significant for domestic use and trade. Salt, an essential commodity for daily life, was commonly used as a purifying element for rituals or offerings. When fishing, simple boats that stayed close to the coast were used. Fish were kept alive and fresh for as long as possible. Fresh ocean fish was considered a rare delicacy, and a portion was reserved as payment for their lords. Right, where's the house to buy here? We'll unlock that. Also, we need to go there and see if there's any contracts, as that can also show us the location that we need for this person. It's here, isn't it? Oh, it's actually here. The house is here. There we go. Okay, it's not going to give us what we want. I was hoping that would... So there's another house somewhere. That will now tell us that location. I was hoping that would give us... Oh, it's actually... We must have already accepted that one, I think. Right, there's a shrine there to go and do while we're here. We want a quick walk through the town to see if there's a food vendor up here. And then we'll head the other way. We're not... Ah, okay. So we're not allowed in the ports here. Are we allowed anywhere in this village? No. Okay. Right, so the village is hostile completely, by the looks of things. The shrine won't be though, I don't think. So we kind of need to skirt the outskirts of this. We could take everyone on, but it's just a waste of time at the minute. There's other things we'd rather clear, really, than fighting a load of people for the sake of fighting them. Okay, the shrine's over here. The food trader won't be in an area that's guarded. That's the thing. We know they're only going to be in areas we can go safely. But while we're here, we might as well clear the shrine. This is Tokay Shrine. We're just going to honour 2 shrines to get this clear. One is ahead of us. Hang on, sorry. When people are talking, generally, I think that means there is something. So these are things you can follow and find other interesting things from them, but it's not a mission as such. They were talking about the outlaws making it unsafe. Hence why all the people are here in the shrine. The village has been taken over by bandits then, and everyone instead has come here. Right, where's the final shrine we need to go to? Looking for a little white dot. If it's nearby, no. Okay, must be further around. But yeah, all the villagers have been forced to leave their homes because of the bandits. There we go, this is the one we need. There we go. Shrine complete. I should really look and see how many knowledge points are still needed, to be fair. It's quite a lot, I know that. 30 more needed for rank 9. It just feels like forever to get them all. Okay. So that is that clear. There doesn't seem to be anything else here. We've got another statue down here, and since we're nearby, we should really go and do it. What's that there? Statue as well there. There's 2 statues nearby on this right-hand side, which I think we should go to. I think we go to this one here, and then maybe come down from there to that one. But yeah, I would like to get those done. And there's a potential that we may find this trader on the way. But I definitely think it's worth a look. I know we shouldn't really climb on shrines. Okay, follow the path, and we're kind of hoping we find a trader on the way. Which way do we go from here? Straight ahead and then left. So the way we're facing and then left. I think it's that way. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah, we could go on a horse. Good point. I'm not used to using a horse. I just forget about it. The only thing we need to keep an eye on is these, like this, people being hurt. We need to help people that are being hurt like this because they may give us the location we need. That's the only thing about riding a horse. You can miss this.
Thank
But
you.
we need to keep helping
How can I
people,
repay you?
as that they can give us the location we need.
Information?
That's the down. I could have, if I jumped on the horse, I noticed it. We would have missed that. Well, what is it? It's told us. Oh, it's another shrine. Okay. But yeah, we've got to keep an eye on people needing help, and they are easy to miss because they're not always needing help. That's the thing. That's why I don't like riding horses very often. It's so easy to miss things. But at the same time, I know we probably should be. For one more food. Okay, what do we got? So the statues aren't a trophy related, but it's something I would like to do storyline wise. As it was part of a pilgrimage this lady was doing, and her task was to visit every shrine. And it was something that no way took an interest in. That's why I would like to do it as well. Just to see that storyline finish, really. We know we need 11 more, and we're going to one now. She's just ahead of us here. So I believe that leaves us 10. And we have got locations of some on the map we just need to go and visit. So it's not too bad. And as I say, 2 trophies done today as well, which is brilliant. We do need the season to change, so as well we need to do things while we're waiting for that anyway. From here, we want to head to this one, really. I don't know if we're better off coming down from there, maybe. Although we still haven't uncovered any of this. So maybe follow this path. Could take us to there, hopefully. And that will leave us 9 more if we can grab that one. And we know there's still potential for a food vendor to be here as well. Is it that way or is it the other way? Not that way. That's the route along the coast. Yeah, the food vendor, I don't really know how difficult it's going to be to find. As I say, helping people and getting world rumours I think is definitely helpful. Other than that, I don't think there's an easy way of finding it. And I refuse to look it up. We're already using a guide for legendary animals, which I really don't like. So, I do want to try and do this one naturally if we can. It looks like, yeah, there was a path going down as well, but because this bit was still had the Shadow of War on it, I thought we'd better go this way. Just so it opens us up. And in fact, this is actually taking us over here, isn't it? I think this will bring us round to here, to be honest. But at least then we've opened up and checked there's nothing else here. That's the other thing. If we hadn't seen that food vendor out by a road, I would just be heading to towns and villages. But because we saw him by a road and nothing else around him, it's now made me think maybe that's where we're missing the trick. Some of these areas we haven't followed the path yet, and got rid of the fog. It's fog of war, isn't it? I meant potentially that's where they are. Whereas I actually thought they were just going to be in towns and villages. I think I don't want to look it up, but maybe I should. I want to try and find out what these trading cards are for as well that we've brought from the port merchant. They just say quest item on them. We don't know what they're for. We've not had a quest for them. And they're fighting. That doesn't give us anything, so there's no point fighting them. But yeah, we don't know what they're for. But there must be someone we need to speak to that will ask for us to gain them all, I think. Surely. Right, so this has brought us round, which is what we thought. So at least we've opened that up as well, though, and we know there's no trader there. So if we head this way and we're looking for... Or just follow this round, to be fair. I think that will get us to where we're going. I think this may become the grindy part of the platinum, trying to find this final food trader. because there is a chance we have missed them in a village as well. We didn't notice the symbol. But then if we'd done that, I suppose the symbol would still be there. So it can't be in a village we've already been to then. If we help this person here though, hopefully. Please give me the final food trader.
You're safe now.
Come on.
Thank
All
you.
we need, one food
Please,
trader.
let me repay you.
Heard any interesting whispers?
That's true. No, it is. Yeah, that's very true, Crazy Irishman. You are right in that. It's just not just because everyone we'd found to that point had always been in a town. That's why it hadn't occurred to me that potentially. Oh, there's a musician. We've seen these musicians a few times. I don't quite know what that is. They don't do anything other than you listen to them play some music. But we've got a couple of musicians on the map to go and see. There's nothing I've seen for them. Hang on, so I've got an email from Boys School. Talking about certain books about spies are not suitable. I don't know. I'll have a look later. But yeah, if you are right, obviously it is obvious now you think about it that people would need to buy food on their travels. But at the same time, because we'd found every single one until that one in a city or town or village, I just assumed that's where they all were. And I was wrong to assume, to be fair. You are right. People who travel will need to find food themselves, wouldn't they? Right, this statue should be here. This road does lead further down to the camp, which I suppose you should be checked. Statue is round here somewhere. Can we see it? It's up there. I think this will leave us 9 now. Although we can check that in our objectives. So I think that's 9 statues remaining. Part of me thinks we should defog this road, but we also know there's not much there. I think where have we got the most stuff that still needs to be done? So we've got a trader over here to find a port trader. There's a viewpoint here as well. So I think maybe we need to head here. There's another statue north of that building there as well. And there's a question mark there. Let's head north from this village then. From Gobo. Head north from there. We'll grab the question mark, because that could be anything. And then we'll grab the statue there as well, I think. And the more we fast travel, hopefully, the quicker we get the season to change as well. No worries, Crazy Irishman. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you to the wife as well. Have a good rest of the day. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Crazy Irishman. We are so close to this platinum then. Now, there is a chance also we may find this final person in contracts. If it appears there. Okay, so that's one we already know the location of according to that. So in this village we've been to... We bought the house here, so we know we've been here. So according to the map, there's a question mark north of here, as well as the statue we need.
My bones are old.
I'm just checking to see if the merchants have got any of these trading cards that we still don't really know the use of. No. Maybe we haven't bought a trading card in ages. There's a chance we've got them all. We just haven't got the quest for them as well. So that's something we need to sort out, which I think is going to be in one of the areas where we've only got 2 people activated. Maybe that's where we should be going to try and see this, if there is a mission there essentially from another person. I think Tamber's one of the places we need to go to. So this is the question mark. Camp. Yeah, the lumber camp. So there won't be a trader there. They're not in areas where you get attacked. So we can ignore that. We don't need the XP or anything from it, so we don't really need to head there. Now, there's another statue up here, which I think will leave us 8 remaining. So we'll quickly grab this while we're here. There's a viewpoint to our left as well. And then a town that we still need to find the port trader. Potentially, there's a food trader there. If we haven't found the port trader, then it means we've not explored the place that much. So there is a potential there, I think. But I'm happy with the progress we've made today. We've still got 2 hours left, so there is a chance to still get the last final bits done today. So I think progress-wise, we've done brilliantly so far, especially with the Overdesign III trophy. I didn't think we'd get that to pop so quickly. And also all the Kuji-kiri. I did think that would take us longer as well, to be fair. So we've done well so far, I think. Right, another statue done. It's not trophy related, but a story we want to finish. And I believe that leaves us 8, but we can check that, to be fair. From here, I think we want to head this way, don't we? There's a viewpoint along here, and as I say, there's a town down here that's still missing a port trader. So there's a potential there for another trader we've not seen. I should really give it, actually, let's give it a quick save. I was just going to check to see how many statues we had left, to be fair. I think it's 8. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure it's 8. Yes, 8 more statues, and we do know some locations. So Tamba here, we've only got 1 person activated, whereas in Yamato we've got 5, which is what makes me think maybe there's someone we still need to meet there that will give us a mission for the trading cards. That's kind of my thinking. And to be fair, if that's the case, if Tamba's that unexplored, where's Tamba? Maybe that's where we should be heading to look for this trader, this food trader. Although we've done quite a bit of Tamba, to be fair. That's the weird thing. We have done a lot of it. So it just seems weird there's only 1 person to talk to. That's where cats are up there. There's a statue over there we do need to go to, though. That's something we should look at and see where the statues are, I think, that we haven't done. But yeah, so Tamba's only got 1 person, which is weird. But yeah, we've explored quite a lot of the map of Tamba. That's the one thing I'm not sure about. Right. No, we want to go the wrong. We've gone the wrong way. So easy to go the wrong way sometimes for these pathways. So we want to head right here, where the statue is. Head to the viewpoint. So this way over here. Still keep an eye out in case we see anyone that needs help, because there's still that potential. I'm not fighting you guys. Why are you coming after me? What stuff we want to do, not fight you guys. But yeah, alongside the towns we've not done much in, we also need to look at the pathways that have got fog of war still on them, because there's a chance that's where the person is that we need. This is why trophy hunting can get frustrating and annoying and boring. That's why it's nice to have other things to do along the way, like these statues, to see that storyline finish as well, to be fair. Where are you running from? There's a fight. Again, we don't need to join in the fights, we can ignore them, as they don't really do anything with us. We don't gain anything from them, bar some XP, which isn't that much. Okay, viewpoint's coming up. I'm guessing it's that pathway up there. Let's have a look. No, pathway north leads that way. So we want to go straight ahead here. And then maybe it's this pathway, actually. I think it's that one. Yeah. My guess is that leads there. As it looks to go higher, which will give us an indication that's the viewpoint. And then we'll head to the town that's nearby, find the port trader, hope there's someone else there with food, and then go from there. But we are very close now to getting this done. Obviously, the seasonal change is the big thing that's going to hold us back, I think. Unless we can get the seasonal change today. The random box. A new Tanto. Viewpoint is there. Right, we're hoping this shows up something we've not been to. That's the hope. There's the town down to our left. I think it's the one on the left. There's another one on the right I think we've been to and cleared fully. Okay, let's see if we can get anything to show up. I've got a feeling there may not be, only because most of this is done in the local area. There's nothing here. So we want to head down to this town down here. There's a port trader we've not found. And there's a potential, because we've not found him, there may be someone else we've not found there as well. That's kind of our thinking. But we'll head down there and have a look. And then we'll see. We'll probably go and see where another statue is and what else is near that we can do. Because if we've not been and got a statue somewhere, that means we've not explored that area as much. Which potentially means there could be a trader there. And I still think the more we fast travel, the quicker the season changes. I'm not 100% sure that's the case, but I think it is. Hopefully it is, because that way it will be quicker to get this to go over. And we have still got one more legendary animal to do. I think if we get to like the last 10 minutes or so, we may just have to go to this the last legendary, which is the one that can happen at any season. It's just in one location. So we then know it's only one final legendary animal to do. And then if that's the case, and we do find the food trader, and get that trophy done today, I'll try and do that off stream. I'll just do a little video just to say we did it, kind of thing. Family there. They're not being held hostage, there's no point heading to them. Okay, the village should be around here. There it is. So we'll find this port trader, and we're just hoping that there's also someone else we've not spoke to here. We haven't got a house here either, strangely, so there might be a Kakariga to do while we're here. There is an ornament trader here.
Welcome, welcome.
Just want to see if they've got anything like the playing cards and stuff. No, it's just mounts and stuff for the hideout. There are still buildings in the hideout. We can also improve and make and do different things to them, but we don't really gain anything from doing that now. And they added lots of levels to these buildings in the hideout in the last update, but we just don't gain enough to warrant doing it, to be fair. Right, that's going to be a red area, isn't it? Yeah. This port trader's past the brewery, so in theory, just to save ourselves the hassle of fighting everyone, let's go round. As I say, we're hoping we can find food trader. It's a food stall, but not a trader. Yeah, I suppose I should at some point look up these playing cards just to see what we need to do, because we have got them. We just don't know what we need to do with them. Right, port trader should be around here somewhere. There he is.
Welcome. I have goods, both local and foreign.
I think if he doesn't have any playing cards, I think we may have them all. We just need to find. Yeah, he doesn't have any. But it does mean we need to find the person who gives us the mission, which I don't know where that is.
I will come back another time.
I don't really want to look it up, but I don't know if we'll find it any other way at this point. Okay, So we know that town is done. Let's go to the legend then and see for these. Just double check we haven't got any portraited ornaments, valuable objects, food vendor. So there's no food vendor showing. There are 3 statues still that we've got locations for. There's one there, so let's quickly go and grab that then. We can fast travel here. Again, fast traveling will change the time of day, which helps us as well. So we'll quickly head and grab that one. The quicker we can get this season changed, the better. I don't think the legend includes rumours of where these are. I think it's only ones that we actually know the location of. Like, those is showing like that. I think the rumours, we still need to head to those as well. Okay. Where are we going here? There. So this will leave us 7 more of these. I'm hoping it's got a nice little storyline to finish off. There's no guarantee it has, but I'm hoping it does. I don't want to turn up to someone with them all and then go, oh, thank you, done. That's it. Then that'll become a waste of time. Especially when it's not trophy related as such. It's just a side mission that I think may have some story to it. Just because of the pilgrimage to get every single one of them. That's the thing. I'm amazed it's not trophy related, to be fair. This would be a normal trophy, wouldn't it? Normally, I would say. But, so 7 more needed. So we'll go to ones we actually know where they are, just because we can get them to show up a bit easier. Where are you? Right, there's one there. What else we got nearby? There's a house there as well. What we got there? That's food there, so that's where we need to go to hand in the food. There's also a house here that we've not got. So let's go there then. Obviously we can't hand in the food as of yet. We still need 1 more. We kind of just need to find people that need our help, don't we, really? The more of those we can find, the more rumours we get. The more rumours we get, the chances are one of them will be the food one that we need. But yeah, hopefully the fast travelling, I believe it moves the time of day and the month forward, or the season forward. So doing fast travelling quite a bit, I think, is a good thing. Let's just see, there may be a chance as well in contracts to find it. We'll put these on anyway, but yeah, no contract there for food vendor. But there is a potential in the Kakarigas we don't own yet, that they will have a contract for this food vendor. That's the thing. It all kind of goes hand in hand to a degree. Okay, there we go. So we need to go to the road here and then right. And then from here, so we're nearly halfway through the season already. Next left, because we're trying to get over the bridge, aren't we? And then there should be a bridge, I believe, coming up. There we go. Samurai District. And then from here, next left. This way. And then there is a turn off for the house. But we'll grab that after we've done this. I think it's down there to the right is the house. Again, the houses will give us contracts, so potentially we can find what we need. Right, that will make... Is it 7 or 6 left? I've lost track. Let's just have another look. I can't remember how many left now. I think it's 6 or 7. 6. 6 more needed. Right, there's a house to our left over this way. We'll quickly go and buy that. Check the contracts to see if there's anything there. What we need. It won't be a house, it's probably going to be a tent. Yes, this is a little camp on the edge here. Right, let's buy the Kakariga. We do need some money actually, that's something we are short of. And then check the contracts, just in case it gives us what we need. No, not that way. That way. No new opportunities. I think it's because there's another house nearby. Maybe that's why he doesn't give it to us. Okay, we need 6 more statues. Let's find the one we have here. So this is the final one we know the location of. Okay. What have we got nearby? Oh, wait a minute. Legendary chest doesn't really help us at all at this point. I think... Is that our nearest point of call? I think it is. Head there, go across to there. And then that's... Is there anything else? There's a pathway here, but I don't think there's a village or anything. Okay. Yeah, I think fast travel here, grab that, and then we'll have a look at what rumours we've got to go to as well. This will leave us 5 more statues after this one. And again, fast travelling, we're moving time forward. It'd be nice to be able to do it differently, because I'm sure you could speed up time, but I can't find out how, if that makes sense. Like, can we change season now? No, so it still won't allow us to. But I'm adamant they did add that into an update, but it doesn't seem to ever really want to change season. Fully, anyway. Right, we need to get across to this one. Where we start in the Kakariga there's no road directly to this. But I think we can cut through to get to a road, hopefully. Because these are only located near roads. Normally near junctions, to be honest. As long as we're in the rough right direction, I think we'll find a road that leads to it. Yeah, just there. There we go. There's our road. And then, still looking out for people to help, as that will give us locations. That's a Ronin, they will attack on sight. It makes no sense to leave them, we may as well take them out if we attack us anyway. Right, this statue should be here, and that will leave us 5 more after this one. And then we'll start looking at rumours as well. Because they're going to be locations, the rumours where we don't know where things are, that will give us more likely chance of having what we need. Because they're places we've not fully been to. Right, 5 more of those needed. We're not worried about legendary chests or anything. I think the big thing is going to be the statue there for a start. What we got in this town? Gear vendor, ornament vendor. Is this the castle? Yeah. But there's a statue there, but we haven't really been anywhere else nearby. You can see the fields and the village. There is a chance there could be someone there. So we'll head to the castle and head there from there. As I say, we need 5 more statues just so we can finish that storyline. But doing this, statues is also helping us move the time forward, and also helping us go to areas we've not really been to that potentially could have the trader. Okay, statues over that way. Let's get out of this camp at least, so we're not messing around. There's no reason to stop and fight people. It doesn't really help us at this point. We don't really gain anything from it. If anything, it just wastes time. Yes, we need money to buy Kakarigas, but I'm not that fussed at this point. That guy's turned around right at the wrong time there. See you later. Annoyingly, we're about to get seen. Hey, thank you. Don't set the alarm off though. So the only thing I don't want is the alarm going off. Although we can spend scouts to get rid of it, to be fair. It's not the end of the world. That was our only place we could fast travel to get to where we were going, mate. Right, over the river. Okay. Statue's just over here. I think we can see it actually from here, to be fair. Yeah, it's just there. So that will leave us 4 of these left. There is a chance we have all the rumours full of these, and it's just a case of going to them. So 4 remaining. Is there anything else here? There's a possibility of a trader being around. So there's a pathway here to the camp. There doesn't seem to be anything obvious, to be fair. Let's just run left till we get past that bridge there, just in case there is someone that needs help or the traders there. There's a fight going on there. We don't need to get involved in that. Oh, hang on. There's some keys to pick up. I think that's all there is them guys fighting, to be fair. And that's a logging camp, which we know is also an enemy hotspot anyway. So yeah, nothing there really. So, rumours. Let's go. Let's start at the bottom, work our way around, I think. So what do we got here? The musician, legendary chest again, not a big deal. Musician there as well. That's a house, potentially. That could give us something. Where's our nearest house is there. There is a potential for that to actually give us something, I suppose, contract-wise. So if we highlight that quickly up and go and grab that, we are going to be short on money, so maybe we're going to need to either sell stuff at a merchant, which we've never done, or go and get a load of gold from somewhere, which is easily done as well, to be fair. But the thinking here is, if we head there, there's a chance it will give us a rumour for the trader. It's only a chance though, it's not a guarantee, that's the thing. I think it depends on how close other Kakarigas are. Right, does this pathway lead to it? Potentially it does. This is the bit where we're that close to getting it all done that it can become frustrating. Because you know that you're close, but you need other stuff to happen as well. Right, where's this house? Left. Along this coastline by the looks of things. Drop down. We need this to hopefully give us a rumour of the trader, that would be ideal. Let's cross that water, isn't it? There we go. That was shadowed quite a while, that water, to be fair. So we need to buy this and then we just need to check contracts. Let's say we are running out of money though. Okay. What's that brought? I'm now hoping for contracts. Come on. Please show up. Storage, refill supplies. Don't need anything. Contracts, there we go. No. No new contracts, annoyingly. It's worth a look. But no. How are we doing season? We're still nearly halfway, but it's not really moving very fast, is it? Right. We've already done this bit earlier on today. There's this whole area here that's still unexplored, so there's potential there, isn't there? Although that looks to be mainly a road going through it, maybe. We got over here. There's a gear merchant over here that we've not found, but it seems weird that we've not found that one, to be fair. Musician again over here. This one. Cosmetic merchant again. There's another merchant we've not seen. Legendary chest again. Let's keep heading north for a minute. Nothing over this way that we know of anyway at this point. What's that there? That's the local dishes. Chest. Statue. Okay. We'll head to that statue. We've got a place right nearby, so we'll get there quickly and grab that. Ah, as I say, this is the grindy part. An hour and a half to get the season to change, which I don't really know how we're going to do that. And potentially find this one person. Yeah, nothing new there either. One person is all we need. Okay, statue should be here. And then I think that leaves us 2, does it not? I need to double check that. Like I say, it's just nice to hand this in as something extra we've done. I'm hoping there's a little bit more story, maybe some history behind it, maybe as well. Okay, so this pathway we haven't really been to. We might as well, we need money anyway to buy more Kakarigas when we find them. So let's head along this pathway. We'll go and do the contract that's there on the way, just so we clear this and get rid of some of the fog of war. Because this area we haven't really done much in, by the looks of things. Can we see any more rumours around here? That's a legendary chest, isn't it? I think that might be all our rumours cleared, to be fair. Oh, what's over here? Kakariga. What else is there? Signs of a hidden trail. There's 2 question marks there, so we probably need to head over here in a minute, I think, as well. Is that all of our rumours that potentially is going to give us the statues? I think it is. Yeah, I think that's all our rumours that we know of currently. And that leaves us short of the statues by 2, I think. Yes, by 3, sorry. We still need 3. So there's plenty more rumours for us to find. But yeah, we're going to need to check these trails and see. Especially in areas we've not really done much in. We're looking for anyone being kept hostage. And hopefully they may give us something as well. But yeah, if anyone knows a quick way to make the season change, I am all ears. It definitely doesn't work the way I thought it did after the update. Because although the option's there to change season, it doesn't actually do anything. Nothing's showing up. All we need is a couple of soldiers giving us more hostage. That would help us massively. Mount Uchineko. I know pronunciation is horrendous. Ah.
You're not a merchant. You're a smuggler. No, please. These.
Okay, that's him saved. Let's see if he gives us a location.
Thank you, but my inventory is a mess. How can I repay your kindness?
No need for thanks. I was happy
really?
to help.
No! I want information. Don't say he doesn't have to help us. She seriously just said, don't worry about it. We got a shell horn for her troubles, but why? We needed information. Don't let him off. That's not the first time it's happened. It's just annoying since we know we need information. Right. We'll quickly clear this so we get some money for doing so. I'm just going to run in.
I'm not allowed here. I should be quiet.
That's the assassination with the bow staff. Double assassination there. That only gave us a single there, to be fair. There we got a double there though, and there. That's a few taken out. May only be the big guy left, to be fair. We stunned him. We got him. That's earned us some money, which is one of the reasons we did this, because the Kakarigas we have to keep paying for obviously do cost money after a while, and because we've not been looting anything, because we're focused on what we're trying to do, I think it was worth doing that quickly. It's all resources for camp, isn't it? Might as well grab while we're here. It's not what we want, but that'll do. Right, we'll get out of there. Okay, so we saw on the far left of the map there were things. I know this is all still fog of war. There was things down here we haven't looked at. So over here there's a house which would be handy. There's also a hidden trail. Not too worried about a hidden trail, but the house potentially could have a rumour in it. There's also 2 question marks here, which we don't know what that's going to be. So let's mark up that question mark there. We'll go to our Kakariga. We still can't move the season on. We keep trying, but it won't allow us to do it just yet. We'll head there, head south, 2 question marks, and then we're going to head over here. And we're hoping on the way we may find what we need. Hopefully. But I do think we're making good progress. Like I say, we did the trophies earlier that I wasn't expecting to be done as quickly. But just the food merchant is really slowing us down. And yes, I could follow a list and find that, but it's bad enough we're using a list to find all the legendary animals. I don't really want to do the same again. Food vendor! It's here. This will be the location of the final food vendor, which gives us that trophy. Okay, where are we going? It was in Tamba. It's there. Okay. Ignore what we were going to do. Let's go and do the final food vendor. Then we can hand in the mission, and that's a trophy done. And that leaves us 2 trophies. Legendary animal, and what else does that leave? Where's my list? That will leave legendary animal and add a sumi-e to hideout, which is quick. I think we can get this platinum. I want to say today, but I may have to do the final legendary animal away from stream, depending if we can get the season change or not. But we can go and get the one that happens any time before we finish, to be fair. The sumi-e will take seconds. Okay, food vendor is over that way. That's where we're going. Obviously, just got to get out of this castle. Don't need to cause problems. We don't need to get seen. Just need to get out of here. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that from the Kakariga. I have been saying that there's a good chance of us doing that. I didn't expect it to happen like that though. See you later. Obviously, we just need to get away from these. They will stop following once we disappear. Right, food vendor is around here somewhere. Come on, where is he? I can't believe we're this close. There they are. Final food vendor.
Delicious red bean rice at a good price.
So this upgrade. Oh, Suture Self, trophy achieved.
This should be enough for home. He'll be waiting.
So we don't actually have to complete the mission, it was just to find them all. But we'll go and complete the mission now as well. Let's just have a quick look at what this was. I was too excited about the fact we got the trophy for it. So the trophy achieved. That is the trophy for maximising your rations, which is done by finding all the food. So we have 2 trophies remaining. A rare occurrence, which is all legendary animals, and Chase the Morning, which is a sumi-e, the Hideout. We are close. This was Sekihan. I don't know if that's how you say it. This rice and bean dish can be made with an antique strain of red rice, or the more common white rice with a sprinkling of red beans. Since the colour red carries the power to ward off evil spirits, Sekihan is a favourite temple offering for hungry deities. Okay, we're going to quickly go and hand in this mission then. Let's activate it. It is... Where is it? There it is. So that's where we're heading. Which is... Was it in Omi? We've been next to it. Oh, it's over here. I was going to say we've been next to it earlier. There it is. So we can head here, and then we can hand this in. Obviously, we've already achieved the trophy, but I still want to see the end of the story, at least for that point. I don't think there's going to be massively much from it, but something to round it off. We still need 3 more statues as well, so we still need to find them, despite it not being a trophy. Mainly we need the season to change, that's the big thing. But as I say, otherwise I'll do this away from stream, hopefully, to get it finished off. We'll just check comments. We do still need rumours for the statues to finish that storyline off. Right, let's go and hand this in fully. I was kind of expecting you'd have to hand it in to get the trophy, to be fair, although the actual wording of the trophy is just to get max your rations out, which is done via collecting all of these. But I would have thought you'd finish the mission before you got it, but it isn't done that way. Right, let's speak to Hong.
So, anything for me?
I have more food for you.
Good. The more the better. Come back again.
This is what I found. Interesting ingredients from my travels across the land.
A vast land. Good. Come, let us taste. Now we eat.
The soup will taste better saltier.
Prefer miso sweeter.
Salty.
Sweet. We are done here. Thank you for bringing the fruits of your journey to me. Time to try cooking new things.
No more noodles?
Always noodles, but new ingredients, fresh ideas.
Been a while since I've had such a feast.
Back for noodles.
There we go. Feast for thought complete.
Taking time.
Make sure everything catches up first.
Hong, I hope it's time to eat.
Yes, I wanted to share new food, thanks to your help.
Not enough natto for you?
New ingredients bring new ideas.
Okay, he's not going to give us
Later,
now.
you will taste.
So there is something to do to come back
long.
and speak to him again by the sounds of it.
Appetite makes me wealthy. Our food is still better than in Omi, or so I keep hearing.
So long, Hong.
Okay, so now we can't talk to him anymore. So that is all of that storyline complete. It's nice to have that finished, to be fair. Okay, we were heading down this way, weren't we? We're hoping still for the 3 final statues we still need. There is potential for one to be there, to be honest. Season-wise, we still can't change the season. And it's only nearly halfway to autumn. But we've still got a good hour of the stream left, so there's still a chance. It will all depend on this changing the season concept that doesn't seem to work. But yeah, if we can get these 3 statues done, that's kind of now the focus, because we can't do anything else bar the sumi-e to Hideout, which will take seconds. We can't do anything else other than finish these things off and try and get the season to change. Let's just have a look at contracts just in case it's there. No, that was the food vendor which we just went and did. Anyway, I'm glad we got the food done though. That was the one that was concerning me, because we weren't finding it, and we actually found it in one of our houses we bought, which I'd said about previously, but I didn't think we'd get it like that. But at least it's done. Let's head through the village. And then to the right. There's two question marks together here. I'm thinking one may be one of the statues. Why are they fighting? Again, we need to help locals because they potentially would give us locations too. We've got 3 statues to find to finish that storyline. I don't understand this thing with the trading cards, as we haven't got a mission for it, but I think we've got them all. I just don't know why we're missing a mission. This is a horse. Okay, horse archery is one of the questions. There's 2 question marks together here. So what is horse archery? Which we should really have a go at, I suppose. And it's a place as well. Okay. So there is a place here. There's a couple of things up here. Hidden path. Kakariga. We've got the only thing with this, the horse archery, we have to change to Yasuke, which there's not much point doing at this point. I don't think. So we'll leave that for the minute. We can always come back and do it, to be fair. This is the wetlands. There's a chest in here. Drop off. Come off. There you go. Critical damage with ability engraving. Now, we've kind of got to look at pathways where we've not been before, because that's potentially where we're going to find what we need here. So because there's stuff over here, I think we need to keep following this path and head up here. As I say, we either need to find people to help, or roads and paths we've not been to, because these statues are at junctions, and there's 3 remaining. So it's going to be roads we've not visited, essentially, I think is where we're going to find them. So other than rumours, I don't really know how else we can find these, to be fair. We've cleared all the ones we know the locations of on the map currently. Just need to keep an eye out in case any more show up. But yeah, so in the last like 20 minutes, what we'll do is we'll go and get the legendary animal that appears at any time. And we'll also go and add the sumi-e to Hideout. And then it does leave us 1 legendary animal, which we'll then try and do. I'm going to have to do it off stream if we can't do it in stream today, which, unless the season changes, we've got no hope. And then I'll make a mini video or something about doing it, just so we can say we've done it, essentially. I'm so hoping to do it live, but there's a chance we won't be able to, just because of how the seasons change. But yeah, I swear there was an update though that said otherwise, but I just can't seem to do anything with that. Right, so we've got a house here to buy. There's also a hidden trail. That's a shrine. Not seeing anyone to help though, annoyingly. I'm hoping the house has maybe a statue as one of the rumours in the house, to be fair. It was meant to be around here. Is that enemy camp? Yeah, enemy camp. Where's my house? Oh, okay, it's up the hill. So there's a pathway coming up here. This is the start of the hidden trail. And I think this is part of the house as well, by the looks of things. Hidden trails generally only take you to legendary boxes, which we don't need, but we might as well do it. It's the Kakariga, I think, that's more important. That's the potential to give us one of the final 3 we need. But follow the flags is the way to go. This one seems a little bit too easy just to follow the flags on the road. Normally you're climbing and parkouring. Okay, Kakariga's here. There is something else here though. Oh, okay. Path of Peril. That's a Yasuke mission, isn't it? That's a Yasuke No, find them. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. Let's unlock that. I want to have a look. I don't know what that is. Find and loot the chest. I think it's just a parkour thing, to be fair. Let's go to the house first, see if we can get a rumour from it. And we'll go and have a look at that, as it just looks different to what we've seen and done. So we'll just have a quick look and see what it is. I think it's a parkour thing. No new opportunities, annoyingly. But it's worth a look. Let's go and have a look at this then. Yeah, it is. We've got to find a loot, so it's a parkour thing. We're here, we'll do it. As we're here anyway. Okay, I think we're going to there. Then across to this one. We swinging here? Yeah. Across the rope bridge. Up here. Why is it called Path of Peril, I wonder? It doesn't seem that perilous, does it? Okay, you've got to get a timing right to get up there. And I think that's it. See, some of these are... It's not it, I think there's more to do. Some of these are old assassin hideouts. And some of these are just what we're doing now, really. Parkour bits. With legendary chests. Okay. Up here. Just getting higher and higher, aren't we, really? The flags are doing the yellow paint are just so we know we're going the right way, essentially. I wouldn't say Path of Peril is that perilous, though. I suppose if we miss a jump, potentially I think that's what it's there for, isn't it? That's why it's called Path of Peril. We'll jump across there. I think we're going up here. And then we must be nearly at the end. I think we're right at the top, to be fair. There we go. That is Path of Peril complete. Is it going to give us a really nice view? I think it will do. And there's a really nice view from the end of Path of Peril. We've nearly leveled up, to be fair. It's taken a while to get any more levels because we're so far in. They did give us a new Kuji-kiri, didn't it? I think we're getting a new Tanto, I've not looked at as well. Yeah, new Tanto here, which is better than our current Tanto. And then the new Kuji-kiri, which is the toxic Kuji-kiri of Malice. And that was it. Okay, where do we head next? That's the question. That's kind of all now got rid of all the fog of war there as well, which is helpful. If we head down here, there's nothing I don't think further down here looking at it. We're going to go to places where the fog of war is still there, essentially. There is a house there to grab. Is that likely to give us a rumour? I don't really know, to be fair. That's the only reason to get the houses for the rumours, really, now. As we need 3 more statues. There is a load of road here that we haven't really explored, which I think there's a chance for a statue to be there. That's Lover's Lake. So let's head here and just have a quick look around this kind of area, just in case there's a statue there. I think that's the only thing we can do is look at them places. We've upset someone as well today. We've lost a like. It happens. It's one of those things. Is that the change in season? That's normally... Please tell me it's a change in season. I don't think it is. Let's have a look. We'll look at the symbol and see what the symbol is. Oh, it says season change. Season has changed. Alert to local faction been refreshed. But it's still summer. That is still summer. So how come the season says it's changed, but it's still summertime? Thanks for the like, I much appreciate it. You lose one, you gain one. Yeah, the symbol is still summer. So how is it have they made seasons halved potentially, so you get scouts back quicker? You can't change, you can't do anything with it, but it's still summertime. And we need autumn. So the only thing I can think is they changed it so seasons aren't one full season anymore. You get 2 halves to a season, which means you refresh scouts more than you would previously. I'm sure that's the change. It just seems a bit weird, considering it said season change, but it actually hasn't changed. Please be a rumour. No rumours. Ah. Chest of the cat hideout is full as well. Not that worried about that, to be fair. Right, pathways. We've got to follow the path. There's no going off the beaten track, because it's the pathways that will find the statues. But if that's taken that long to change the halfway point of the season, essentially, how long do we need to change it fully? That's the thing. If we follow this across the water, then we can head right. We're just looking for a statue to show up. So I don't think there's one here. By the looks of it. Eventually, you're someone to help that could give us locations would be handy too. I'm not seeing anything that potentially could be what we're after, to be fair. To say that normally at junctions is where you generally find them, and there's nothing there. Okay, that's that road. There is another junction further this way. There's a potential, so let's head that way towards Lover's Lake, just to check. The thing is, this is what we've got left to do. This is where it gets a bit annoying, and people don't like watching trophy hunting sometimes because of this. It is what it is. Right, okay. If we attack these people now, which I'm about to do, we could potentially rescue that guy and get a rumour. So just got to take this guy down, and then potential for a rumour. Although last time we did this, she did say to the guy, "Don't worry about it." Which isn't what we needed. We need a rumour.
Right?
I am now. Let me thank you.
Yes, please do.
It was no trouble.
No!
Be well.
So she's not asking for any rumours anymore. That's really annoying, because we need this one location. Okay,
I'll kill you next time.
That's a bit weird. We can kill both of them. I don't know why we'd want to kill both of them. I was thinking we could save that guy.
Think before you act, moron.
But no, okay. There's no point getting both of them for no reason. Right, where's this junction? Oh, this is the junction, so there's no statue here. Okay, so if there's no statue there, that's fine. The only other place is the road here. If there's a junction going up, I don't think there would be, looking at that. That's the thing, we've got to look at roads. I think it's the only way to get these 3 remaining statues. So so there, potentially this way. There's a road there. There's a potential for a statue to be there, I think. So let's go down here. I'm hoping the fast travel also keeps the time moving forward. As I say, we've got about an hour left. Last 20 minutes, we'll go and do the legendary animal that appears any time, plus the sumi-e hideout to finish that off, and then that leaves us one to do, which I'll try and do in my own time. Hopefully today, although I do really desperately need to get editing done and not fall asleep while doing so. Okay, we need to head slightly to our left over this way. It should be a road, pathway, whatever you want to call it over here. Knowing we need 3 of these, but without being able to get rumours, it's going to be pretty frustrating, I think. Why are they all running? I don't know why everyone's running away. Nothing here. I can't think of another way of doing this other than to keep looking at the pathways we've not been to try and see if we can grab it there. This road leads all this way, so there is a chance we haven't been along here at all. Well, we definitely haven't been along here. So we have to keep following around and see what we see. So we need 3 more statues to finish that storyline. Not trophy related, but something we want to get done, if we can. Enemy camp, which we're not worried about. I think it's an enemy camp. Or are they holding someone hostage, or are they fighting? Fighting. We don't really need to join in. It doesn't help us for joining in. We don't gain anything. But yeah, this is the grindy part. This is a bit of trophy hunting that I think puts a lot of people off, to be fair. And if anyone does know how to change time quickly, I am all ears. If there is a way, I wouldn't mind doing it. Right, what do we got? So this is a junction, but I can't see anything appearing here. There's a road in nearby, which we can kill anyway. We're here. And we still don't know what to do with these playing cards either, that's the other thing. What's this guy here? There's a trader this way. It's a weird place to find a port trader. Yeah, that's a weird place. Oh, they're not. Okay, they're not a porter, they're just a merchant. Anything different? No, the same as usual. Minerals, gold, valuables. If we need money, we could sell stuff here, to be fair. We've not sold a single item the whole time we've done this, to be fair. We've probably got loads of valuable objects we could sell if we need money. The minute we have enough for 1 more house. So I'm not overly worried.
Perhaps our paths will cross again.
Right. Why are you shooting people? What are you doing? I don't know why they're shooting the civilians, so we'll just help them for a minute. That was a bit weird. Okay, so we can't see anything else there. What I want to do is quickly go here, just to see if we can find one there. Because we know we haven't travelled this path before. So there is potential. There's also one potentially there though as well. I don't really know how else to find these. I think they've got to keep looking in areas we've just not travelled on, I think. I don't think there's a quick way of finding it, especially if she won't get rewards for helping people now. They're hunting someone or something. I don't really know how a quicker way of doing this. Yeah, nothing in here by the looks of things. Okay. We haven't been along here. Now we've opened that up, though we know we've been there. Obviously we've got this bit along here, which again is a bit we've not been to, although we have been to the castle. So if we go to that Kakariga there and then head down the road, there's a chance there's one with mist just in this corner maybe. But yeah, I'm kind of running out of ideas to try and make this quick, but I don't really know. I'm going to have a quick look about seasons though, because I swear they upgraded seasons so you can change them more. Ancient Shadows. How to change seasons. I hate looking things up. Okay. So to manually change seasons in Assassin's Creed Shadows, I open the in-game map, which we've done. I'll do that now. And this is what doesn't work. Look for the change season on the right-hand side. Hold down the indicate button when the season progression bar is half full or fully complete. No. So you can only do it when it's half full or full. But you can also just fast travel to do the same thing. So that doesn't really actually make any difference, does it? So it is a case of just doing stuff to keep yourself busy while you're waiting for it, which means the chances are we are not going to be getting the final legendary animal today, because I don't think we're going to get that season to change that quickly. Okay, no new rumours. If there's no new rumours, does that mean the chances are, where I thought this way we've not been, does that mean that there isn't one because there's no rumour for it nearby? So my plan is follow this road round and just see if there's one. This road it doesn't look like we've been on. But because there's no rumour in the local house, does that mean it won't be here because there's no rumour? Otherwise there'd be a rumour because it's something that's nearby. Does that make sense? Or am I just overthinking it, maybe? I wonder if it is. I wonder if the only houses near these will tell us where they are, and the ones that aren't near them won't give us anything. And it could be the same as rewards from people for helping them. Because when Noe keeps saying people we don't need a reward anymore, whereas we do need a reward because we've still got locations to these 3 statues to find. So I wonder if they're only going to show up in places where the Kakariko will give us the rumour if it's near that Kakariko, if that makes sense. There's definitely not one here, which is what we wanted to check. We can go over the bridge a little bit further, to be fair. But I wonder if we just need to find a Kakariko that's near one, and that will give us the rumour for it, if that makes sense. But I could just be overthinking it. I thought when we only had a couple remaining, this would be really simple. That's just the shrine. These are shrines, aren't they? That's it. Yeah, they will give us bonuses, but that's all it will give us. But yeah, I honestly thought 3 wouldn't be that bad. We get some rumours, happy days, job done. And it's not turned out like that at all. So, if that case then, if we go ourselves to a Kakariko and it doesn't give us a rumour, then we should just go to another Kakariko then. Because that means it's not local to that one. It's my thinking. Right. We've travelled that path now, we know it's not there, that's fine. We've got some pathways up here we've not been to. Where's the nearest point to that? So the Silverlands over here. Let's go to there, see if that gives us a rumour. If it doesn't, we'll just go somewhere else. I think the faster you fast travel, the more you fast travel, the more the season changes, but I could be wrong on that, to be fair. But yeah, we haven't really been in this area, so if there's going to be one around, potentially. There's a question mark over this side as well, and there. So there could be things there as well. And in fact, let's go here and go along this coastline and see if we can find one there. Because if we've not been there, that makes the most sense to go and check. As I say, for the last 20 minutes, we'll do the legendary animal that appears anytime and the sumi-e in Hideout. And that leaves us just with one more legendary to do, which will have to be off stream, because there's no point doing a stream just for this. So this has given us 2 rumours, Gear Merchant and a Kakariko. So that means we've not done things locally. So they're both... they're not that local though, are they? There's a house here we can buy, and there's a Gear Merchant there. So they're not local to where we are. So I don't know if my theory is correct, to be fair. I was thinking more, if we've not been there, maybe we'll get something close to where we are, but That doesn't seem correct. Okay, let's head out of here. We're going to head towards that question mark and see what it is. But yeah, I don't know if my thinking is correct then, because they're miles away from where we are. You think it was going to give us something, it'd be local. That's unusual. We don't normally see mounted people riding around, to be fair. That's unusual. This coastal road we've not really been on, according to the map. So we're going to travel down the coastal road. There's a couple of question marks. Hopefully we find a trophy. Or we find someone to help that and then Noe will actually get a reward from them for once. Instead of saying no, it would be nice for her to say yes. But for those that just joined us, we are close to getting the platinum, but we need one legendary animal. We need the season to change for that one. We've also got one we can do in time, which we're going to do towards the end. And we need just to add a sumi-e to Hideout, which will take seconds. Everything else is done. So we're looking to find the 3 statues to finish off that quest line. Not trophy related, but we can't do anything else unless the season changes. So it's a case of just trying to fill our time with other little bits and pieces of story where we can. This is a village then. No statue here though. This is just a fishing village. There is some stuff to, there's one box here by lots of things. And that's about it. So there's a junction there, which is my thinking maybe potentially something there. We'll head to that question mark, but keep following the coast. Let's say we're looking for 3 more of these statues to complete the story for them. If anyone themselves has played Assassin's Creed Shadows and knows what to do with the playing cards that we've been buying from the trader as well, please do let me know, because I've got no clue what we're meant to do with those. Okay, 1 statue. There we go. That's one of them. We need 2 more now. So the plan kind of works. Follow roads we haven't been to. Does seem to work to a degree. So I can catch up for a second. So that is, I'm going to give it a quick save as well, probably. We have gained weaponry, I think, now we can use that we couldn't before. We were waiting for us to gain level. So yeah, 69. So that one there. Graceful Bow of Dread. We'll grab that. We lose a bit of vulnerable, but we gain everything else. I don't think Tanto. Do we have one? No, we have a level 70. Which isn't actually that good, to be fair. Objectives, that's because of the anima stuff, I think, there. Yeah. Okay. So, the plan kind of works. We need 2 more now. I don't know whether there'll be another one close to the first one we just did. But we might as well keep following this path for the minute and go from there. The reason we're not riding horses, I don't want to miss someone being attacked, because if we help them, there's a chance we get a rumour. There's also a chance we don't, as we've had previously. But I'm keeping an eye on time so we can go and get these other 2 things done before we finish. It's frustrating we can't change time, it really is. Especially when you do it, just got one more thing to do, and it requires you to change time. Right, there is something down there. Oh, it's an... Okay, what's that? It's a location, essentially, isn't it? It's just... I want to head down, I want to see what it is. Obviously, it's something we've not seen. But I don't quite know what it is. Ignore the shooting, that doesn't really bother us. It's not going to do anything for us. So what is this then? Oh, okay, enemy camp. Didn't see that till it was too late. I'm already inside. Oh, okay, for some reason that didn't work.
You will fall.
That did though. Enemy hideout then? We can pray there for bonuses. I'm not that worried about that. Yeah, okay. Enemy hideout. We don't really gain much from it. Is that it? I think that is it, to be fair. Yeah, just somewhere we've not been before. It's amazing this many hours into the game, this much stuff discovered and found, and yet there is still things around we've not seen. Again, the fighting doesn't help us. There's no point doing anything with that. Okay, so I think that's this kind of roadway done. I just want to quickly check because we kind of haven't been this way into this village by the looks of things. I want to make sure there's not another statue over this way. But we need to look for a similar road that we just did. We haven't really been to, and that will give us hopefully another one of these statues, as we've got 2 to do. And there are some areas we've not really discovered much in. So there's roadways all around here, which potentially could be from the Shattered Coast. We haven't got anything nearby though, have we? That's the problem. There's roadways leading up here. Okay, we've got a house here. Let's head to that Kakarika and then potentially head south. Follow that road a little bit and see if find one that way. I'm hoping for a rumour. That would also give us a statue, just because that will save us a massive amount of time. But this season is definitely not changing to that in this stream. I might even just have the game running in the background until we get to that point in the season change, to be fair. Which is not something I normally do. Rumour? No rumours. Okay. So no rumours, does that mean there isn't one nearby, or does that mean it just won't give us it to us? That's the question. So from here, my thinking is we head south. So left at the road and just follow this road. Although saying that road doesn't lead anywhere, other than the grave of the 3 emperors. So that doesn't really help us, does it? I think we need to follow, pardon me, the road to this one and follow that, I think. So over this bridge over here. As I say, this is... Oh, there's a road in there. He will attack on sight, but we'll ignore him. This is the frustrating part. We need 2 more statues, that's all we need. Finish that storyline off. Okay, like I say, there's a junction here we've not been to. There's potential. But I would have hoped there'd be a rumour, in all honesty. Anyone being held captive? No, no one needs a hand. They're fighting people, we can ignore them. Doesn't look like there's a statue here though either. Yeah, nothing there. Okay, so where's that road? Follow this road this way, because it's somewhere we've not been. So there's still potential. But yeah, this isn't... We found one using this method, so I think it is the right way of doing it. And all to finish off the storyline. It's either that though, we sit around, do nothing and wait for the season to change, so at least this keeps keeping us busy to a degree. No one to help there. It's amazing though, the amount of hours we have in the game, the amount of explored, and there's still bits and pieces we've not been to. It will flash up on the top bar if we are near one. But it doesn't seem like there's anything showing up at the minute. How far through the path are we now? Okay, not too bad. You can't really... I don't know if that's a junction or a bridge. All we can do is keep following and hope that we come across one, as this is just one of the paths we've not used before. This is when the streams that we've got to do that are trophy hunting get disliked, because people find this boring. But as I said previously, dislikes are just as good as likes. It actually doesn't offend, it doesn't do anything bad towards the channel. So it doesn't really matter, to be fair. Leave them fighting, doesn't help us for doing anything there. The only thing that helps us are these statues. Are they going to attack? They are going to attack. I don't know why they attack. We didn't do anything wrong, but you know, they just... I think they're bandits actually, so maybe that's why they attack. It doesn't matter, they're down. We don't gain anything from fighting them, but we have to defend ourselves. Right, let's keep going. Sorry to think this road isn't going to have anything on it. The annoying thing is if we find one more, we only have one left. And that's even worse to find. So yeah, I don't think there is going to be. They are generally around junctions, not straight roads. So this junction here, but there's a potential. But I don't think there is one here. No. Right, where does that then lead? So that leads over that way where there is that a junction there? I think, no, that's a straight line, that's fine. So that leads down here. Again, I think that's a straight line, it's not a junction. It's because we get confused with these lines, that's the thing. What's there? Locate legendary chest. We don't know about that. So yeah, I don't think there's one where we are now. I think that's kind of... I don't think there's a pathway that way. So I don't think there's anything else there to go and try and look at. In terms of roads, pathways, there's potential down here where the two roads meet there. That's a potential. Let's go there. I think maybe down there, maybe. We'll go and have a quick look. It doesn't look like we've been there. So there's a potential for this one of the statues to be there. I prefer going to Kakarigas mainly because we can potentially get rumours from them. But there isn't one locally for this one. So let's jump down. There's a box there. It'll just be base loot, I think. Yeah, there you go. As I say, we can do upgrades. We need money, to be fair. We've got loads of stuff to sell if we wanted to. Right, is this the right pathway? Ish. We need to turn right, essentially, I think. Is it up there? Yeah. Up here. Actually, no, I don't think it is. Looking at that. With planning to get to there, I don't think the road from here leads directly there. I think there may be a bit of cross-country involved, which I don't really want to do, because it doesn't help us if we're not on the roads themselves. I don't think there's another way here. Because the only way of finding these is on the roads. Although there is a pathway here, so actually that's not a bad thing. And that. Okay, this was a junction we thought there's a possibility, but I don't think there is. What else have we got nearby? Kind of just goes down south again, no real junction. They are normally at junctions more than anything else. That's the thing. There is a road that goes that way, which you haven't been to. What's the chances of the junction though? Where else have we got? I think Kakarigas are probably a better bet, really, to be fair. So you've got the Addo River Valley here, which we haven't really looked at. So I wonder if maybe there's something here. Let's go to our Kakariko and just hopefully there's a rumour there. That would help us massively at this point. The season itself is not changing, not as quick as I would like it to anyway. I think this will be our last little look, then we'll go and do the 2 main things that we need to do on stream. For me to then do the final legendary off stream, because we're not going to get the season change. Not that one. Please be statue. No. I swear it does that on purpose. No, we're not giving it to you. You can figure it out yourself. Okay. The road is going kind of that way. Let's have a look there. We're just going to accept the other contract just so it's there more than anything else. Okay, this road was a little bit confusing, but I think we can get to it this way. As I say, we've been here because we bought the house, but we've not done anything here by looks of things road-wise. The fact we only need 2 of these statues is the frustrating part. We could spend a very long time trying to find these, that's the thing. So that's the mission we just picked up, not too worried about that over there. So this pathway leads us up the hills here. There is potential, to be fair. We've got another 5-10 minutes before we need to start the other thing, to be fair. Anything over here?
Moy, carry that basket. Moy, get the plow. I don't want to farm rice anymore. I want to play.
Be strong, Moe. The Oda are gone. We can rely only on ourselves now.
It's always interesting listening to the actual short stories in game. They can give you locations and things sometimes. That was just them being happy the Odas are gone. Okay, these pathways kind of go round, don't they? I kind of just want to head to the top, I think. So the pathway we're on, I think, just leads to the top. So where does it go from there? That's the question. There's this pathway here. That leads to a house. So that's right, is that right at the top? I think it is. Okay. Nothing else there by the looks of it. I don't really know how else to find these. Okay, let's focus on the 2 things we can do at the minute then, as we can't do that, finish that off yet. So we need to find the legendary animal that appears any time rather than any season, is what I mean. Can't change seasons, so we can't do anything like that. So we're looking for the legendary macaque. It's in Yamashiro, which is here. It is at the Little Leaf Glade, which is, I don't know. Might need to be closer to find it. Okay, it's not giving me the way the way we need. Little Leaf Glade, and it's Sarumaru Shrine. It's a nighttime, but any season. So we're looking for a shrine for Sarumaru. We have to be in Yamashiro, and we're looking for Little Leaf Glade. So that's Eagle's Nest. This is still Eagle's Nest. That's Wakasa over there. Genbu Highlands. No, there is a temple. That changes to Wakasa. There is a potential for one of our things to be there, to be fair, and it doesn't seem to be been there by the looks of things. No. Hills of Meeting. That's Omi. Agora Pond. Little Leaf Glade, here we go. There's a house here to get as well, and a gear merchant. Little Leaf Glade. Legendary chest there. So this is Little Leaf Glade. We're looking for the Saru Maru Shrine. We haven't been there, I don't think. Is that going to be a shrine there, potentially? I don't think we've been to this shrine yet. That's back to Agora Pond. Yeah, I don't think we've been there. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't think we've been to the shrine before. Oh no, it's there. That's not Saru Maru, is it? Okay, we haven't actually been there before then, it looks like. Which is potentially a problem. There's a house to buy there. We'll quickly grab that. That may give us a rumour to where the shrine is. We've got to try and... I thought we'd been there previously, so I thought this would be quick. Obviously not. It needs to be night time as well, so we kind of need to get the location as quickly as we can in case it turns to night time, which I think it is doing shortly. So we'll go and quickly find this house, because that potentially will give us a rumour where the shrine is, I'm hoping, anyway. I didn't realise we hadn't actually been here. This is the thing, although we've done so much within the map and the game itself, there's still places we haven't been to. It's taken us away from where the house is, that's the question. Let's follow the path. That is the best thing to take you to everywhere. Okay, it's probably not where you want to be. Alright, so that's taking us away from where we wanted to go then. That didn't go to plan, did it? Okay, let's fast travel back to here. We need to head out this way, I think. Or yeah, there's no way of cutting through that forest. Okay. Back to here. We need to go the other direction. That was silly, to be fair. I can't believe we've not been to this shrine, though. That's weird. But then it all depends on the story. The story hasn't dictated going there. There's someone down here to assassinate. There we go. New mask. We're not going to stay and fight. There's no real need to. It doesn't really help us. We stay and fight. Okay, we want to be heading. Normally I'd follow the path down, but it's already gone wrong once. There we go. So our house is over this way somewhere, and then we need to find the shrine. There's the house. Let's buy the house. We're hoping for a rumour inside it. Because we need the shrine and we need two more of the statues. Shrine is probably more important at this point. Okay. Gear vendor, and that's it. I'll take these on board just so they're there, but yeah, that didn't really help us. Right, so we're looking for, what was it called? We're in Little Leaf Glade now, aren't we? We're over here. Little Leaf Glade is here, and we're looking for. So that says village to me, over there. But we're looking. Well, they're saying that it changes actually. Agora Pond there. So I think we've got to go this way, by the looks of things. We're looking for Saru Maru Shrine. There's a legendary chest there according to that, which generally isn't a shrine, to be fair. So there's no. I don't think that will be a shrine that way, or there anyway. But this is a village. That's Agora Pond, so it's this way. So it could be potentially around here. That's a shrine there, not the one we're after. There is pathways leading along here though. So I think we need to head to the village just to see what's there, and then we head the other way. don't think there'll be a shrine there, but I'm not sure. Just because I think what the picture is on the map is a village. Although the village is in front of the picture. So this is the village. And then the picture we were seeing is up this way. I know there's a gear vendor there, we're not too worried about him. Just want to make sure there is nothing else up here shrine wise. It's all farming. I don't think there will be a shrine up here, there's no way. Although that goes further into there. I don't think there is. I think that's more Agora Pond. So we want to be going along this way, I think. You can see on the map as well, the season has changed a little bit. We're nowhere near the end of the summer though, to get to autumn to what we need. But yeah, we've got to find a shrine. I'm so surprised we've not found it previously. But then I suppose we've had no real need to, until now. That's the thing. There is potential for them for also a statue being this way, as well. In fact, my map actually might tell me exactly where it is. Let's have a look. It is there. So, on 1x zoom, we're in. Okay, I think it's it's over here. Okay, I think we'll go roughly heading for there. Is my rough estimation based on the thing I'm using to find all legendary animals. In fact, no, I think it's where that. I think it's there. To be honest. Yeah, I think it's there. Okay. Well, good to know. That's where we're kind of heading then, is to there. I didn't think a legendary chest would be there, to be honest. We've got 20 minutes to see if we can get this legendary animal done, and also add a sumi-e to Hideout, which will be seconds, to be fair. And then I'll have to finish the platinum off at my own time, away from stream, just because we can't get the season to change to what we need it as of yet. But let's see if we can get this one first. We do need it to be night time, which is a bit of an issue, since we can't change time of day. I need to be, I think, more on the water here. That goes up, and I don't really want to go up. So let's head down this way. I wanted to stick to roads in case there was a statue on the road, but we can't get to the shrine by doing that from this side. Okay. Normally we follow this up with find pathway, hopefully. Trying so hard to see the pathways because of the statues. Sometimes we haven't got a choice but to follow a river. Right, let's head this way. 200 meters away, which isn't far. So should have come to this one earlier, I think. We didn't know where it was though, that's the problem. I assumed we knew where it was. I should have checked. I should have checked if we'd been here. Obviously we don't want to get them and scare the animal away either, so although it's not night time at the minute, it's daytime. But we just need this to be visible, and there's no fast travel point nearby though, by the looks of things. So that in itself causes a problem. That means we can't get here quickly if we try and fast travel to move it to night time. Okay. I think this might be the shrine here. We know there's a legendary chest around here. Just there. It's fine, we can go that. Is that the shrine down there? I think it might be. It's not night time though. So the legendary macaque won't be here. Where did we just see that just now? There is a legendary trophy, a legendary chest, sorry. It's over there. There we go. We have now got to the shrine. So Death Bloom, a legendary Kushi-gama, and a new engraving there as well. We don't really use Kushi-gama. So there's the shrine, which is what we wanted. But in doing so, we now need to wait. Kushi-gama, where are you? That one there, Death Bloom. It's the one we just gained. We don't really use them, to be fair. They're okay. There's other weapons that I think are better. We'll change the mask. Okay, so we need it to be nighttime for this one. We can't do anything until it's nighttime, frustratingly. But let's see if there's anything across here. There may be a house to buy here. There's no simple route other than that, though. That's the other thing. So we'll try and go across the bridge and see if there's anything there. But we can't give the legendary animal unless it's nighttime. So if we can't do this in the next 10-15 minutes, what we'll have to do is come back, or I'll have to do it and do a little video on this, and the final one that we need to wait for the next season for. If there was a fast travel point, we could fast travel back to Hideout and do the sumi-e there. There are some animus keys here according to that. Not that we spend them, but we'll grab them. There we go. Let's follow the pathway and just see if we find a statue or anything else that way. Obviously it's not night time, so we can't really do anything here until it's night time. Somewhere to fast travel to would be handy, but I don't think we're going to find it. That is a junction, to be fair. Where does that go? That way. Okay, so we can go either way. I suppose the fastest route is probably this path here, to be fair. We look to our right, which I think is up there. The only thing we can do, so it does leave us with one trophy, is Hideout. We could go there and do the sumi-e, and that will literally leave us one trophy for platinum, which is 2 legendary animals. Which, annoyingly, we can't do at the minute. Hoping there may be a statue along this way, but it doesn't seem to be so far. Or a Kakariga to buy, just to allow us for a fast travel point more than anything else. It's not actually giving us anything, annoyingly. Okay. I think we've got to go to Hideout, just so we've actually made sure that's done. Hang on, let's help this guy. He may give us a rumour here, which I'm hoping he will. I know she's been saying no to people.
Me too. Let me repay your kindness.
I'm looking for information.
There we go, she actually wants information now.
Share?
Which means, if you're saying no to people, that must mean locally there's nothing to learn. When she's saying yes, there is something nearby. Please be statue. No, that's a house. Had to be something that doesn't help us. So there's a house there we can buy, essentially. That doesn't help us right now. But it means in this local area she is accepting help from people. Whereas before she was saying no. So that's something at least. This road, where does it lead eventually? How are we doing for time? 15 minutes. This road, I can't see where this leads on the maps. Let's just keep following this for a minute. We're hoping for a statue at the end of this road, but we don't know for sure. But at least we know round here we can get rumours again, which means there must be more things locally, although that may be the only thing locally. That's the thing. But I'm hoping there's a junction and we can get on the 2 remaining things done. Okay, we're out of where we were, that's fine. I think this is this road near enough all followed, isn't it? Don't think we're going to get one of the 2 remaining statues here. No, I don't think there's a statue here. We've now got all the way back down to here, which is the watchtower, the fort. Okay, well we know that's where we're going to go for the legendary animal. Let's just put that marker on. Let's quickly go here. I just want to see if that gives us any rumours, potentially. And then we're going to fast travel Hideout. In the doing this, I'm hoping we get to night time as well. I just want to see if there's any rumours in the Kuji-kiri. We'll go to Hideout, do the sumi-e. Then once that's done, we only have the legendary animal trophy to do. Which I will have to do outside the stream, it seems. Any rumours? Okay, a room of a house. Again, that's all it's giving us is a room of a house. I don't want a house, I want a statue. Okay, so the house is over here somewhere. To be fair, if there's a room of a house, it does mean we've not been there. There is that, I suppose. Right, let's go to Hideout. Let's go and get this penultimate trophy done. And all it is to add a sumi-e to the Hideout. Potentially I'm doing 2 legendary animals off stream then. Unless it's night time. If it's night time, then we're okay. It's not night time. It's not night time, is it? Okay, let's quickly grab this. That's new stuff for Noe there. New outfits. So that one's new. Less health, more everything else. The health difference is 100. And that's less health, everything else. I don't think it's worth changing, to be honest. We can upgrade gear if we wanted to as well, but I've kind of stopped upgrading gear. Until we're level 100, it's kind of pointless, I think. We'll just listen to a quick conversation.
You're descended from a long line of shinobi.
So this is Yugaro, one of the new recruits.
All my ancestors are peasants.
I still had a peasant's life, you know. Except I was unbeatable at hide and seek by the time I could run. But I would have traded it all for my chichue.
Of course. It must be a difficult legacy to bear. Still, I wish my Obaba was a shinobi.
Oh, some of the conversations are interesting. Okay, so we need to add a sumi-e to Hideout. I don't know how to do this. I'm guessing we go to where we keep the sumi-e, which is here. And we add one this way. That's map. Where's this? I don't know where the sumi-e is offhand. It's not going to give me... Okay, it's not going to show me there. Where are they? That's the map. That is going to be the map itself. Yeah, okay. I'm not 100% sure how we add this, then, in all honesty. This is improve hideout. Could that be what we need to do? So that's the study. We can upgrade that as well, to be fair. What does that give us? Scouting, isn't it? So scouting isn't what we need. What about this then, the Kuji-kiri? What does this give us? Scouts will reveal the whole province. Scouts will... That might be handy for finding these remaining statues, you know. The scouts will give us all the whole province. That would be quite handy. May need to sell some rubbish in a minute. Forge is there. Where do we put this sumi-e then? Nando. What's Nando? Replenishing scouts. Oh, hang on. Meditate to shift time to the next 6... And we can change time of day. We just need to do the upgrade and we can change... Why did we not know this? Okay. So we can change time of day. We're going to need to make some money quickly. I wonder if the gallery is where we need to put what we need. I did not know that any of these were what we needed to do. But if we can change time of day, that solves our issue for this animal. I don't know if that will get us through the seasons quicker. Admittedly, that option was giving us clothes, wasn't it? We just need an option to decorate. Is what we need. But forge, we can quickly go and sell some valuables. We've not sold a single thing all game. We need a good couple of thousand. What we need to do. Where is he? Is there? I don't want to sell.
What have you got for me?
I'm hoping I don't have to sell gear. I'm hoping we can sell stuff that is rubbish. How do we sell here? This is upgrade. Engrave, dismantle, enhance. I don't want to do any of that. I can't sell here, can I? No, I don't think I can sell here. Okay. If we can't sell here, I need to go and sell elsewhere to come back so we can change time of day. So let's quickly... So I'm just looking to see how we do this Kakariga. Sumi-e. A wall station. So we need something that's got a wall station as such. Go into that to put the sumi-e in place. I don't know what a wall station is, to be honest. Just a blank wall, no? What's this building, this bit here? I don't know what a wall station is. And maybe we need to build a building then. That's the objectives, that's all done. Yeah, maybe we need to build a set building then to put this in. Because I can't see anywhere that's got... We know that's the map there. There's no wall station anywhere I can see. I don't know if it's something you add in yourself. This is the kind of thing we probably should have looked at earlier, but we just didn't know this was a thing, to be fair. I wonder if I can change it in this one. In the actual improve hideout menu. Because there was options to do decorations. Let's customize. Plastic walls, no skins, stations. Are they? I think that's an empty wall to hang an artwork on. There we go. Yeah, apply that one. And that is in the building ahead of us. Okay. So I think we can do this now. Which will be the trophy we need. I think it's even getting night time as well. So we need to head outside of here to that building. To the one that looks like a sleeping cat. This one. And there should be a wall station in here to hang things on. Is that a wall station? Improve hideout. Let's move, customize. So although that gets customized, chosen. Here we go. Wall station. We need a sumi-e. I don't know if they're in any particular order. Bird on a tree. Pirate flag. I don't know which one of these is the one we need for the trophy. Oh, there we go. It does there's any sumi-e thing. Does that count? The trophy's not hit. Is that now done? Okay, the trophy didn't pop. So that didn't quite work. For some reason, yeah, for some reason the trophy didn't pop there. This is the main building we're in now. Can we customize this one? There we go. Cano paintings. Paintings, okay. So we can't put it in the main one with us. What about this one? We definitely put a sumi-e there, but maybe we didn't. Armour stand. It's currently got that. So this is the building next to us. Apply. And then wall station. Maybe that wasn't a sumi-e we just did. That is though. Macaques in Hot Spring. Does it have to? I wonder if we'll do a legendary one. If we can here. There we go. Legendary crane. There we go. There we go. Trophy achieved. Chase the morning. That is that dumb. That's all we needed to do. So we are running out of time rapidly. I want to get this other. It is night time. Okay. So we know we can change time of day now, and we actually are near the end of season. Look how close with that we are. It's nearly there, but annoyingly we're just short. So we need one more legendary animal, and then I'll have to do the other one outside the stream, just because there's no point doing a stream just to get one animal and that's it. It's kind of pointless, isn't it? So Yamashiro Little Leaf Glade is where we want to go to, which is here. We need to get to here as quickly as we can while it's night time to quickly hand in to get this legendary animal done, and that leaves me one to do outside the stream. So we'll quickly go and get this one. Hopefully we can do it without scaring it off. It's got to be night time, and then I'll try and get the other one done as soon as I can, and I'll do a little video to show the platinum trophy. Everything else is done bar that now. Okay. But we need to get to there first. And at least then we've done everything bar one on stream. It's always annoying not getting that platinum live, but when is things like having to wait for seasons to change and things. I don't know if we upgrade the hideout so we can then change time of day. I don't know if that'll make the season change quicker. Because potentially if you're changing time of day, the season's changing. But I don't know if that's how it works. Right, we need to make sure I'm on a path here, ideally. Is there a path that actually goes there? Yeah, but the other side of the river. Okay, we just got to get there as quickly as we can. If it gets to morning, we're in trouble. See if we can just run along the edge here. There's a bridge just before the place anyway, and it should come up once we're close. But we're just slightly away from getting the actual platinum alive. It is annoying, but there's nothing we can do. Come on. To be fair, because you guys can't actually see the trophies that pop anyway, I have to say when they pop. It's not that big a deal, to be fair. It's easier on a video to show the actual platinum trophy itself, to be honest. Right, just got to keep going this way. It needs to stay night time. Once it stays night, we're okay. Please tell me I can get up there. Ah. Gotta find a way around. I'm kind of rushing this because I'm conscious that we're going to run out of time stream-wise, which we're just about there. And also, I don't want it to get daytime again. And we need it to be night. Come on. Okay, we found the path. We're going to follow this path until the bridge. We head into the shrine from there, which is here, I think. And once we're close enough, it should pop up that it's here. Is it going to pop up? So be careful because we don't want to scare it off, obviously. Nothing is showing up. Am I in the wrong place? I swear that's where it says to be. Let's have a look. So this is the shrine itself. This is where we are. Yeah, we're here. But it is not showing, it's not giving us the legendary animal, it seems. It's night time any season. There is always that chance that they don't show up when they're meant to. And you just have to keep coming back until they show up. Let's have a quick look. We are running out of time. We are out of time. But let's have a quick walk around and see if anything happens. It may just be we're in the wrong part. Nothing is coming up though, is it? No. Okay. That's a shot. I thought we was going to get it. Now, this is what I'm going to have to do away from stream then. Yeah, it's not coming up for some reason. It does this. We just have to come back in due course and try again, it seems. As it's not coming up. Alright, so Ronin. Right, well, let's finish this off by quickly taking down the Ronin. Missed him. And then we'll give it a save, and that will be us, because I'm afraid. As I say, I've got to try and get this done outside of stream now. Then we are literally 1 trophy away, 2 legendary animals. That's all we need. And that is it. So close, but yet so far. That's the frustrating part, but we've done what we can. We are, so officially, we're finished with Assassin's Creed Shadows for the time being, unless any new content comes in the future, which there is meant to be. But 150 hours and 49 minutes. It's probably going to be around 151 hours for the Platinum, I think, in total. By the looks of things. Depending how long it takes me to do outside the stream. But there we are. So we've got every trophy bar legendary animals. There's 2 to do. 1 is in this autumn time, which we need to do the season change. And 1 is where we just were, but we can't get it to show up. But that's it. So it does mean that next week, I believe we're going to start this Star Wars Outlaws DLC, the second one, which we need to go and have a look at. And then we need to start the vote for the next main livestream game at the same time. Now, we have got Assassin's Creed Mirage DLC releasing 18th of November, so we need to make space for that. But also at the same time, we've still got Roadcraft to do. So we're live tomorrow morning as we see out the week with Roadcraft. But next week, we'll start the vote for the next main livestream game, which will start when Roadcraft is finished, or when Star Wars Outlaws is finished, depending how it all works out, and when Mirage releases as well. But that vote will start next week, so keep an eye out for that. Also keep an eye out on Sunday for our schedule for next week. It's 1 PM GMT for the scheduled video, and 8 PM GMT for the community post showing all our live stream times for next week. But we are back tomorrow morning with Roadcraft. But for now, that is Shadows complete. And I'll try and get this Platinum popped and video done as soon as we can. I'm hoping to have Far Cry New Dawn this afternoon as planned, as long as I don't fall asleep while trying to do it again, as I did on Tuesday. But a massive thank you to you guys. Thanks for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. As I say, we're done with Shadows for the time being, and Roadcraft is back tomorrow morning. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the day, and we'll see you in a live stream very soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.